Can you
Yep.
see like a chat or anything? I can on my end.
I think, let's see here.
If there is a chat, obviously.
Yeah, I gotta go find it.
Stop.
I'm also gonna go ahead and share the draft board. Dope. Look at that.
Ah, it says we are live. Look at that. Look at us, and there's no one watching.
It's a beautiful thing. Dope.
Trying to
I'm
see if
trying to
Flip
pull
is
up
even
like
watching.
the actual draft coverage, and I cannot get logged into my dad's Hulu account, which is just brutal.
I'm gonna be watching on ESPN Plus over here.
That's probably the way to do this thing.
My audio is kind of quiet. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, there we go. For me,
No, I'm listening. Like I had the YouTube pulled up just to see,
yeah.
and mine is real quiet, and yours is louder.
Okay.
Did this change it?
Can't really tell. I turned you up on my end. That sounds pretty good.
All right, hold up. Let me talk for a second. Is my audio better? Turn it up again.
You are you're now all the way up.
I am all the way up. Nothing can stop me. Hold up. I'm gonna turn myself up on my end.
There we go.
Oh yeah, that did it. That's what did it. I had it I had it lower blah, 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 like for our actual recording volume.
Yeah. Looks sick, man. All right.
I'm gonna turn YouTube off over here
Yep.
and pull up ESPN Plus. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's go countdown. Oh my gosh, plan to sign the True Vista. No, it won't even let me get out of that option. What the I think this is on NFL Plus too. I might can do that as well if ESPN doesn't work. Skip this for now. The heck? Why won't it?
While they're doing the national anthem, they got everybody up on the stage.
national anthem.
Dude, I'm so excited. Um, what's like like there's all the rumors and stuff that have been going around today. What what's the one that you think is, I don't know, most intriguing or potentially possible?
That Brandon Ayuk is getting, or Brandon Ayuk or Debo getting traded.
That one does seem
One of those
so
two
I don't know.
just makes sense.
They are so under it with the cap right now that I just can't. I don't know how they keep this team together. They keep hitting on their draft picks and then they have to pay them. So now they're at a spot where they've got all these great players and they can't keep them all.
Oh shoot! Breaking, not a trade, but the Eagles just signed AJ Brown to a 3-year, $96 million extension.
What did I say,
All
man?
right, they are keeping the gang together. All
3 years,
right.
96. Is it like 3 more years tacked onto what he's currently got, or is it sort of like a restructure where it's 3 years starting this coming season? Or do we know?
I don't know. I just see that he's getting the extension. 32 million a year, so he's now the highest paid receiver.
Dang.
Again, Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase licking their chops. They're gonna
32
get
a
40
year.
by the end. By the end of this, one of them's getting 40 a year.
Oh my gosh.
This is crazy.
So they sign, how do they have this money? Because they've signed Landon Dickerson, they extended Devonta Smith, obviously just did AJ Brown. What did Devonta Smith get again? It was 4 for 100 and, oh crap, what was it?
He got 3 for 75, so you got 25 a year.
Gosh.
These are not poor men anymore.
That's
They have
wild, man.
gotten they have gotten a bag.
3 years, 96, 32 a year. Man.
Do we have anybody watching yet?
That's a great question.
It says there's two on mine, but one of them is probably me.
No, I think one of those is not you.
Excellent. So we do have one viewer. Excellent. Hello. We're very excited to share this experience with you. We are new to this, so apologies if we suck. Not new to
um,
podcasting, but new to live streaming.
I'm gonna drop it in the Discord as well.
I need 8 o'clock to happen. 9 minutes. 9 minutes away. Oh, Jake's texting me. He might be the other one in the chat or watching. It's Jake.
Is it Jake?
Wicks.
That's awesome.
Steelers still suck.
We need the entirety of the granddaddy of them all in this thing right now.
That would be you would see Alex would have to get in this, and that's not going to
That's
happen.
not going to happen. He sent a text today. It
I'm
wasn't even
very
a text. It
happy.
was a sleeper. It was a sleeper message. He confirmed that he was alive.
I'm just happy Alex is here.
That was the first time I had seen any signs of life from Alex in a calendar year. He does not post
He
on
hasn't been
social
answering my
media.
texts. He hasn't been answering my texts.
He hasn't answered any texts. He hasn't posted on social media. The only reason I know he's alive is because his wife posts about him once every couple months.
There are signs of life. That's all we've got going for us. This needs to hurry up, dude. Because the problem is we all know who the first pick's going to be. So we got to wait 10 more
Yeah.
minutes to get to 8 o'clock when the draft starts. And then when the draft starts, we're going to have to wait 10 more minutes just for the Bears to pick Caleb Williams, which we know they're going to do.
Right. And And you already know Washington is going to take Jane Daniels at 2. I feel like that's kind of a foregone conclusion too.
Yeah,
The
yeah, I
so
don't
the
know.
comp
I
for
feel like it's yeah. Sorry.
no no
The
no like
the yeah.
we've talked about Jaden Daniels a lot, and I've been lower on him than you have, and I think I'm getting there with Jaden Daniels, where like I see the ceiling. I saw the comp of him to rookie year RG3, and that makes a lot of sense to me. I know people have said Lamar Jackson, and that seems very optimistic for his rushing ability. And then like I watched a podcast with him, and I can't remember who he was on with, but he just talked about how he loves to run. I was like, okay, this dude, he has it in his head that he's going to run a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I'm coming around maybe on Jane Daniels a little bit.
84 million guaranteed for AJ Brown's new contract.
Wow.
So wait, hold up. He just got 84 guaranteed. I think 77 that Amon Ra got guaranteed was the highest.
Yeah.
So now 84 is the highest. What the heck is Justin
They
Jefferson gonna get?
guaranteed they guaranteed 84 of his
What is
96.
Jefferson is going to get someone's entire salary cap?
I said earlier today, I think it was earlier today, that he would get 35 a year, and that might have gone up.
No, that's going up, dude.
They just need to pay him. The longer they wait, he's going to be at
Yep.
40 a year. And then Jamar
Oh,
Chase is going to be at 40 a year.
we got Landon Hewell in the viewership too.
Let's go.
Hewell, I'm excited.
What's going on, Hugh? How's life? How's the Tell you what, respond to my trade offers. How about that?
Devastating.
He told me he would. I got a message from him earlier today. He's like, I have been underwater. I will get to them, I promise. It's like, okay,
It's
that's fine.
it's tough when I text him too. It takes a solid 6-8 hours usually to get a text response.
I mean, you get it. He'll get to you eventually. He's built up the trust, you know.
I mean,
It's like
he
he'll get to
works
it.
as a PA. It's not a real job, but we won't tell him that.
He's a male nurse.
He's well a little higher than that. It's you got to have about 6 or 7 years of schooling to do what he does. But
Ugh, I just needed 4. Who's the real?
the worst part is I didn't really need 4 to do what I'm doing right now. But we are where we are.
You did not. You could have just survived on freshman year Ben, and that would have been all you needed.
That dude was brilliant,
4.0 Ben was
an absolute prodigy.
unparalleled. This man, his freshman year of college, was a savant. It was unbelievable. And
That's
then,
because I didn't have like a well. I mean, I was new, so all I had to do was like study, and then I made friends, and GPA just kind of started dropping. It didn't like tank or anything, but it you know
no, I mean,
4.0 left.
it probably went from what was it, a 4.0 to like a solid 3.3.
Yes, that's 3.3.
Hey,
You know,
you'll take it.
ABs, C here and there for a hard class.
You will take it.
We'll keep going. If y'all hear my dogs in the background, I apologize. Dozer won't leave me alone right
They're
now.
just going at it
Yeah, well,
in the
he, he's
background.
he's very needy, so he keeps throwing my arm up in the air, wanting to get played.
It sounds like Archie. He'll do the exact same thing.
84 million for AJ Brown.
That's a lot.
That's a handful, dude. All right, we're 3 minutes.
84. Man, I'm just so impressed that the Eagles continue to be first to market with all their
Is
top
it
players.
possible? Is it possible that Jefferson or somebody gets like 100 guaranteed?
Oh my gosh.
Is it? I mean, you got AJ Brown getting 84. Can Jefferson get 100?
Yeah, I mean he's probably What do you think the contract is? Because I was thinking it was 4 for 140 after the Amon Ra deal. Um,
I mean,
I could see 100 of it being guaranteed.
5 for 180. I mean,
5 for 180. Is that what you said?
5 for 180 maybe. Because I mean, he's
Yeah.
he's gonna wait till the last minute. I'm assuming to like. I mean, CD's probably gonna get paid for him. Maybe Chase. I don't know.
See,
But
that's
they
the
did just
thing.
pick up
It's
Chase's fifth-year option.
whoever goes last is going to get paid just in like remember when Tyreek Hill got that contract from Miami? And it was
Yeah,
like this dude is making all of the money and now he's a bargain.
yeah.
What I can't remember what his cap hit was or not, sorry. What his average annual value
I think he
was.
was getting 30 a year.
Is that it?
Only 30.
Let's see. He got 4 for 120. So he got the Amon-Ra St. Brown contract.
Okay. Amon-Ra deserved it.
Yeah. And his guarantees were 72.2 million.
Yeah.
So Amon-Ra got 77 guaranteed. So basically they just took the Tyreek Hill contract and upped it a tiny bit.
Is Caleb Williams wearing nail polish tonight?
I don't know. I saw a meme comparing him to Grand Moff Tarkin though.
All right.
Solid Star Wars reference in there.
Don't think he's quite the Grand Moff, but we'll go with it. All right. We are 1 minute away from 8 o'clock, which is when they said the draft is supposed to start.
All I'm going to say is I need to find the tweet, but about a month ago, I tweeted that the Chargers would not take a receiver at 5. They would either take a tackle or trade down and take a tackle. And I got obliterated on Twitter. Like everybody lost their minds. And I just want to say that that is extremely possible right now.
Landon said he will know where he ranks in the granddaddy of them all in the next 40 minutes.
Who's that?
It's very true, Landon Davis.
Oh, yes. He's about to find out what his
Landon
draft picks are.
Landon gathered all of the first round picks this year, so he's just going to rake in this.
What
in
did he
this
end up
draft.
with?
101, 102, 104, and I
Gosh.
believe 106.
Oh my gosh.
Not bad.
101, 102, 102. Jeez.
Best I've ever done in the league is I got 102, 104, 105.
That's pretty good. I cannot remember a time. The only time I had a lot of picks, I punted Trey Sermon's pick into the sun.
Ooh, that one hurts.
Yeah.
That one hurts.
I think I ended up though. It ended up being okay. I think I ended up with Jalen Waddle and Kyle Pitts out of that draft, which, all things considered, is okay.
I walked away with Najee Harris and Jamar Chase.
Pretty good.
I did a little bit better, not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, neither of those two players is on my team anymore. So
Chase still is on my team, but I did trade Najee for like AJ Brown later in the season, who I then traded to you.
yep. I think I ended up getting him for a bargain.
I want to say I traded like him and Dalvin Cook for T. Higgins and DeAndre Swift. I think
That's
that
what
was
it
the trade.
was. That's what it was.
And
Not
Swift
bad.
and Higgins are still on the team.
They are.
They start on the team.
I'm still trying to find this Chargers tweet. I can't find it.
All right.
So, what are the odds there's a trade up to number 1 or something? Washington comes
Very
up here
low.
to get Caleb Williams.
I'm gonna say very low,
I would agree.
borderline impossible.
That's very low. I think I also saw a report today that the Giants told Daniel Jones that they're going to try and draft a quarterback at some point in this draft.
Well, I don't think that's a big secret. They've been trying to do that.
I know, but like when you're looking at which quarterbacks are realistically going to be somebody they could get, you're either taking one in the first round, or I mean, you could take not Hendon Hooker, Joe Milton, or you could take Spencer Rattler. But I feel like there's not even a point in having that get out there if you're going to not take one of these guys in the first round.
Yeah. No, that's stupid.
It's like, oh, we took Spencer Rattler in the top of the third. Like, oh, big whoop. You know?
Yeah.
The draft capital indicates that is not as big a deal as you might think. Although, being honest, if Spencer Rattler got into a QB competition with Daniel Jones, I'm not so sure Spencer Rattler wouldn't win it.
I think Spencer Rattler's going to be a steal in this draft. Honestly,
Where do you think he goes?
probably third round.
Top of the third?
I've seen one that was like Dallas takes him and they just let Dak walk and then see what Spencer can do,
I
which
feel
I'm okay
like
with that.
I feel like Dallas has. I mean, they have Trey Lance, which it is I don't know. But I feel like just for leverage's sake, just with the Dak negotiations, they'll save themselves so much money taking a quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're gonna have to pay Dak like $60 million or something.
Right. Which is completely
That's insane.
untenable.
No, that's wild.
It is ridiculous.
When when does Chicago go on the clock?
They are, well, you would think here soon, but they are dragging this thing out, aren't they?
Yeah, this is. Because it said the coverage starts at 7, and then the draft itself starts
Oh,
at 8.
here's a report. This is not breaking news or anything, but it says, and take it with a grain of salt, but the Patriots are working on a potential trade for Brandon Ayuk, per Tom Curran. This was 40 minutes ago.
I feel like everybody's been working on a trade for Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, I feel like that's. Does that mean that the 49ers would get 3? There's no way that would work, right?
Yeah, surely not.
They're
He wants
they're
Brandon Ayuk
probably trading
constantly.
their second
And I'll be honest, I don't hate the Patriots as a landing spot because they're going to get a quarterback.
for Ayuk.
So, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, assuming you don't trade away the number 3 overall pick, which I cannot imagine that would be done for Brandon Ayuk.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that would be a great spot. It'd be great for the quarterback. It'd be great for Ayuk. They just they just need so much help with the weapons department. They got nobody.
Can we go on the clock, please? My gosh.
Let me double check something here real quick. I think I was sharing the audio of that tab, which don't
No, we
particularly
don't
want
need
to do.
that shared.
There we go.
Is there audio on that tab?
I don't know, but like if an ad pops up, I really don't want to get deafened by like a random ad.
You just get slaughtered.
I don't need NFL.com just killing me right now.
All right, here comes the commissioner. Did they make a pick, or is it like
Let's
he's about to
go.
start the
He's
draft?
probably just going to introduce the whole thing, be like, welcome to the draft, now that it's been 10 minutes.
Oh, Eminem's coming out with him.
Hey,
Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady.
the fantasy footballers are on the draft ticker right now. Their little post draft thing is scrolling. Good for them, man.
I'm a little jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
It'd be nice to be on the NFL app post draft. Not gonna lie. Oh, Jared Goff,
I
Amon
wonder what
Ra.
he's gonna get paid. I
I don't
mean,
know. I
Detroit
feel
been
like
paying
Goff will get.
everybody over there.
I feel like Goff will get what 45 a year.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. Oh, Barry Sanders.
Yeah, I'm definitely behind you.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
will
act like I'm
not
showing off.
announce. I'll not
Showing off
announce
that
the picks
money.
then.
Little A Hutch. Who's that? Oh, Calvin Johnson. Calvin was not used well.
I'm gonna St. Brown's doing a Jared Goff chant right now.
Jared Goff made you a lot of money, Amon Ra. You better be chanting for him.
He did. Jared Goff zeroing in on his number one target like a champ. If you
Just
think
spread
about
it
it,
around to little Jameer Gibbs, and I'd be okay with that.
yeah. But if you think about it though, Jared Goff is basically a 3 years younger Matt Stafford in that he finds his number one target and he throws him the ball a million times a game.
Every time.
Every single time.
All right, I get it. I like all these guys, but I would like to move on to the picks.
Draft. The Bears are on the clock.
Here we go. What's crazy is this isn't even the Bears' pick. This is Carolina's pick.
That sucks so much for them. I saw what they ended up giving up, everything together. And it was DJ Moore, Caleb
Oh, it's
Williams,
ugly.
Darnell Wright. I'm trying to remember what else it was. But just if you stopped at those three, it's like, oh, yikes.
It's ugly, dude.
A franchise left tackle, a franchise quarterback, and a stud number one receiver.
All right. I wonder if Chicago's gonna make us wait the full 10 minutes. I bet they do.
What's the pick, guys?
Y'all have known the entire time who the pick is. you got some jerk in their draft room or whatever. He's like, hold on,
You know,
are
on
we sure
second
about
thought,
this?
shouldn't we go, you know, I don't know, something way out of left
Yeah,
field?
JJ McCarthy.
All
They
the
take
hype.
Michael Penix.
Oh, dear God. Goodness.
Caleb Williams is creative, twitchy, and a home run hitter. Twitchy.
I have watched a lot of Caleb Williams film, and still, the highlight package is undefeated.
Oh, his highlights are stupid.
They're ridiculous. And I know they're great too. That's the annoying part is I know just like the highs are very, very high with him.
Spencer Rattler's going to be better. Mark it.
There's that one dude, the one guy on Twitter, the former NFL scout, that Spencer Rattler is his number one quarterback, and Caleb Williams is like his QB4.
See, Caleb transferred to easy competition in the Pac 12. Spencer
Oh yeah,
transferred to a bad school in the SEC and was still good.
yeah.
The
I think what's
competition
funny,
they faced is widely different.
it is different. He had Joe Milton as his QB too, though. I was
Yeah,
out.
I don't trust this guy.
I was out.
I don't trust this guy.
Oh, he's getting the call. They just cut to Caleb Williams when he's getting the phone call.
That's like y'all's whole thing is you can't do that. Like, you're supposed to know not to cut to them when they're getting called.
I think Chicago just tipped their hand a little bit, guys.
I think their hand was tipped when they wouldn't trade this pick a long time ago and they got rid of Justin Fields for a 6th-round pick.
That was the worst kept secret in the league that Justin Fields was going to be available.
Lost Justin Fields, Donta Foreman. Think you're okay, guys.
It'll be fine.
You can survive those losses. All right, Chicago. Let's
Oh, they're
move
on the
this along.
phone.
They forget to call it in, and the pick goes to Washington.
Didn't that happen?
That has happened.
Yeah, and I can't remember. I saw the
I think
thread.
the Ravens were the last team to do it in like
The 90s?
2009, I think.
Was it really 2009?
Yeah, they didn't make the call in time, and just didn't happen. They lost that pick. Well, they don't lose it, but you bump down a spot.
I wonder if like a Hall of Famer has gone to a different team because they didn't make the pick in time. Or like because they handed in the wrong card. I've seen that's happened before too.
Y'all couldn't
Brutal.
agree, so somebody just picked someone.
Brutal. Handed in the wrong name and that's the guy you get.
Oops. That is devastating. All right.
They're really letting this clock run down for the pick that everybody
I
knows
knew
is
they were
coming.
going to do this. I knew this was going to happen.
Is it like a theatrical thing or like what are we doing?
Remember the Jacksonville Jaguars did the same thing when they took Trevor Lawrence. Like, everybody, we know you're taking him.
They ran that sucker
They
down.
run the whole 10 minutes. It's going to be 8:30 before we get a pick.
And like the draft will not start truly until 9 o'clock because we're still going to be on like the Patriots and it'll be 8:50.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the draft won't start rolling until at least 9.
Just wait till the trades start coming in and then the clock resets.
they make the trade at the 30-second mark, another 10 minutes rolls in.
All right, picks in. It's Caleb Williams. Let's do this thing.
Is it in? Thank goodness. Get the commissioner on the stage. Jake said my mic is really quiet compared to yours.
Wonderful.
All right, I turned mine all the way up.
Yeah, I can hear.
It doesn't go higher than this.
Gosh.
Can you hear it?
Oh yeah.
It just deafened you.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of deafened me, and like I don't normally hear my own audio, but I heard it that time.
Jeez. Ask Jake how it sounds now. I'm turning down like the monitoring, but
He said, "Now I can hear you." That's good because we're not gonna be able to hear for a long time.
no, I had to turn you down quite a bit.
All right, here it is. Here it is. He said, "Now I'm really loud." All right. Here we go.
You dialing it in?
No.
What?
It's Caleb Williams. I don't know. Just wanted to add some drama.
Oh, I was like, what are you doing?
Nope, it is Caleb Williams to the Bears. As we suspected.
There we go.
Now is where things get good because that was I don't know from here on. I genuinely don't know.
I think we're getting Jaden Daniels at 2, but
I want to say it's Jaden Daniels, but breaking news, the Bears draft Caleb Williams at 1.
surprise.
Caleb, you better be good. You have no excuse to be bad. So bad I'm already tired.
A little bit.
Some yawns over here.
A little bit.
We got a long way to go. Long night ahead of us.
Yep.
Oh, what just happened? I lost my feed to the draft.
Oh, that's not good.
No. Have to pull it back up.
I love how their NFL Network's draft tracker has not updated. Is this if this thing doesn't live update? There we go.
You gotta like refresh it.
I might. I don't know. I was hoping that it would just automatically do it.
You were wrong.
Apparently. I'm just so curious what happens once we get to New England's pick. Because I feel like there's been enough smoke screens thrown up with what they'll do at 3 that I'm just not sure anymore.
So for whatever reason, NFL Plus just stopped showing the draft.
It's wonderful.
Okay. It's on in the TV in the other room, so I can hear it. But, yeah, I guess. Now I got it on ESPN Plus.
There you go.
Having to bounce around a little bit. I guess it's probably because it's on like ABC or whatever. Maybe the NFL Plus didn't have the quote unquote TV rights or something.
That might be it.
It's okay though. We're back in action. Washington's got 4 minutes on the clock. Like I said, this is where it starts.
Yep. You laughing at his
Huel just said he's got us turned up louder than the draft itself, which I appreciate, Landon, and that you will not get any YouTube engagement from Landon, and that his player prices just jumped because you called him a male nurse. You called him a nurse.
I love it.
Josh, you brought this on yourself. I hope you. You
Oh,
know what? I
that's
hope
funny.
you were trying to get Josh Allen, and I hope that he was gonna accept the trade, and then he just pulled it. I hope that's what happens.
May have offered some big swings recently.
I hope that's what happens. I've tried to get Josh Allen from this man many a time, unsuccessfully, but
What'd you end up offering? Or is it one of those things where it's sort of still out there?
I feel like it's sort of still out there.
Okay.
It's never truly declined, never truly accepted. It's just he and
That
I
is
both
how it
know.
goes sometimes, isn't it? It's like it's just there and you're like, I don't know how this is gonna go. We'll just dip our toes in the water, see what happens.
I mean, we both know, like, if you ever want to do it, it's there.
Yeah. It's your backup. It's one of those, if we're still doing this in 5 years, we'll make the trade.
Well, in 5 years, I don't know if I'm going to want to make the trade. All right, Commander's pick is in.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Who's it gonna be?
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I think so too. This one might be the least or the worst kept secret in the whole deal.
I might be dead wrong, but I do think it is Jaden Daniels.
I feel like all the news cycles have just convinced us that it's going to be Jaden Daniels.
Maybe they pull a fast one. Maybe they're like, you know what? No, we like Drake. We're good with him. Which, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. We wouldn't hate it. We do like some Drake May around these parts.
I think Drake is more of a project though, whereas Jaden is he's very polished.
I would hope so. He's 2 full years older. But you're
I
right.
saw a post today and it was legit. It was like Jaden Daniels has been in college so long, he actually threw a touchdown to Brandon Ayuk in order to beat Justin Herbert's Oregon Ducks.
Yep. I saw that one too. It's just comical. Like, how is that even real? Justin Herbert
And
is on his second contract.
pick is Daniels,
Are you ahead of me?
probably.
It's confirmed it's Daniels.
Yeah, I can hear it on my like live cable TV, and the streaming stuff I've got here is a little bit behind.
Yeah, mine's behind you then, so it's Daniels.
So do you want me to spoil it or no whenever I hear it?
No, don't spoil it.
Okay. But this was also not an
Crap.
incredibly poorly kept secret either.
No, this one was obvious.
We kind of saw this coming. So
Now the draft starts because
I'm
I
ex-
really
see,
am not.
I don't know. I don't know what the heck is going to happen here.
Yeah, I have no convictions about who goes at 3.
Good for Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin
Yeah,
might actually catch some passes this year.
finally has himself a decent quarterback. Even though Sam Howell threw for 4,000 yards last year, it was a very bumpy ride.
He threw for 4,000 yards, and I don't think they had a 1,000 yard receiver. It was like everybody was like 800 yards or something.
They may not have, yeah. And I mean, I think it was like 20 touchdowns, 15 picks, or 18 picks, or something like that.
Oh
Like,
gosh, he threw so. I won a fantasy championship because of Sam Howell.
because he got
The
negative
guy I
points
went
throwing
up
picks.
against. I want to see a trade happen right here. I want that Patriot logo to become a Viking.
Dude, I would crap myself if that turns into a Viking logo here in a second. Because I mean, that is the perfect spot for any quarterback still on the board.
Jaden Daniels. Patriots are on the clock. They got 5 minutes to pick. We'll see what happens. Surely they take May.
I
Like it just makes too much sense.
I would think, at the same time, if they don't address receiver or offensive line at some point, like it's just going to be such a rough year to break in a rookie quarterback.
Can we give props to the fact that Jaden Daniels accounted for 50 touchdowns this past year, and he only threw 4 picks. Four,
This is wild.
4.
That's wild, yeah. He's got, I mean, he
Oh,
does
so the
have,
Patriots they made a pick. They didn't trade it. This is Drake May. This is definitely Drake May.
they made the pick.
Yeah, they made the pick. They didn't trade it.
Oh, you're
Like
seeing
the
the
pick
thing
is
where
in.
the pick is in.
Yeah, and this isn't a spoiler because it's on my stream over here, so it's not. I'm not
Well,
ahead
you're
of you.
ahead of me. Let's see if I can get it to speed up. Rich Eisen just said it only took him 5 minutes to make the pick. It's probably Drake May, isn't it?
Yeah, it's how long it took him to make the call, get Drake to talk to the GM, the coach, and then send in the thing to the league.
Rappaport said they fielded trade offers and decided not to do it.
So things are going to get interesting at 4 and 5 then, because that means May is going to be off the board. So we go quarterback, quarterback, quarterback. Does Arizona stay put?
I think they do, because Marvin Harrison has Arizona written on him. He is what they
He's had
need
Arizona written on him for a
from the
year,
get go.
like a literal year. Maybe not a
Yeah.
literal year, but as soon as the Cardinals were bad, they were like, "Oh yeah, that's where he's going."
So I guess the draft is really going to start at 5 because the way this Patriots pick went, it feels like it's going to be Drake May. And then
Yeah,
I cannot imagine the Cardinals wouldn't take Marvin Harrison.
unless the Patriots throw a huge curveball and take JJ McCarthy.
That would be shocking. That would be shocking. I mean, what if they view McCarthy as more of a polished passer right now?
What if? Say it again.
What if they view McCarthy as a more polished passer right now? He's
Which he
making the pick.
he honestly probably is. This is going to be Drake May. There is not a doubt in my mind it's going to be Drake May.
You're behind me.
No, I'm looking at the live thing.
I know it. On my end, he's already made the pick. I'm just trying not to spoil it for you.
Yeah, Drake May.
It's Drake May.
Not surprising.
It took him only 5 minutes to make the
So
pick.
where does
Dang.
Drake May go? If where's Drake May go in Superflex?
That's the thing is
Because the
he's going to be
Patriots
the
are
guy
the
that
unsexy
slides.
landing spot. Nobody likes the Patriots. Everybody was worried like if McCarthy goes there, like he's gonna fall super far in fantasy drafts. Well, May is more of a project than anyone else in this draft class.
I think it's a little bit overblown how much of a project he is, but yes, he does need some development. I don't really think he's as much of a project as everybody thinks he is. But he does have things that he's got some bad habits that need to go away. That's basically what it is.
Well, I
But
mean,
like
so does
Josh
Caleb
Allen had
Williams.
to rebuild his entire throwing motion, and Drake May doesn't need to do that.
No,
He's got to work on his footwork in the pocket. He's got to really build up his base a little bit. He's sort of I don't know. He's just got a couple bad habits. But if they can train it out of him, he'll be amazing. The problem is I don't know how good that offensive line is, and they like Juju Smith-Schuster and Demario Douglas are the two best receivers that he's got to throw to right now.
yeah.
That's
So
awful.
here's the question. Here's the question: Is it Ayuk or is it Higgins? That's a Patriot.
If they can if they can figure out a way to get one of those two receivers, I think Drake May would probably have a backstop of the 105 in Superflex drafts. Because I think you can probably be argued into Neighbors or Harrison over him, but those might be the only two guys that I think you could make a good argument to take over Drake May if they do get a receiver. But like if they don't get a receiver and they trot out next year Juju and Pop Douglas as his two pass catchers, I can see some people being a little scared off him.
That's tough. They won't. They're gonna add a receiver.
You have to think they will. I don't know. I haven't looked to see like what they're actually working with in terms of what they could trade, but you have to think they
Clock
would
is
address it.
that clock is ticking down under 5 minutes for the Cardinals.
I wonder if they're getting
And if
some serious heat
they on
trade
the phone
offers right
with
now.
somebody for a trade. Because
Does
if they were getting any
Minnesota
trade
jump
offers,
up?
like you just lock this in as Marvin Harrison. Like you don't take long and just bam do it.
Yeah. I bet you Minnesota's calling. I bet you the Raiders are calling. Denver's probably calling.
Minnesota can outbid all of them. The
They
question is,
absolutely
will
can.
they?
And I think
They've
you're at
got
a
something
point,
that none of these other guys have is two firsts.
yeah, and I think you're at a point now where if they were going to try and get the Patriots pick, they were probably going to have to give up that first next year. But they might be at a point now where they don't need to do that, where they can just trade the two
Yeah.
first this year and get it done.
Cards are taking way too long for this pick not to get traded. Oh, it's in. Never mind.
All right, this is going to be Marvin Harrison to
You
the
mean tell me we're gonna have all this hype and not one trade is gonna happen? Like it's just exactly the way mock drafts have been predicting it all season. Is Caleb and then quarterback Marvin.
yeah.
What if it's neighbors? What if it's neighbors and then Jim Harbaugh decides to pass on Harrison?
What if? There were the things saying that some teams had neighbors higher on their board.
I don't hate it, dude. Marvin Harrison is the truth, or Marvin Harrison is the truth, obviously, but so is Kay or Neighbors.
And
Neighbors
honestly,
is
Adunze.
he's Jamar Chase 2.0.
All right, he's walking out. Are you behind me at all? Can I react to this pick being made?
No, you can react to it. I already know
Okay.
who it is.
Oh, has he already made it for you?
Yeah, yeah. You're
Okay.
gonna. This is gonna be an editing nightmare for you if you decide to post this from all the background noise.
Oh,
Marvin,
jeez. Yeah, there we go, Marvin. Okay, the draft
look,
starts now.
that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Is I wanted Marvin to go to the Cardinals. Is great for Marvin, great for
Yep.
Kyler. I got a
Yep.
lot of Kyler shares. Let's do this.
Yeah, I mean, he's locked
Now,
into 150 plus targets probably year one.
now is for Jim Harbaugh's crazy self.
Mm-hmm. Recently I've been seeing like the past 2 days recently, I've been seeing the mock drafts that they sit still and take a tackle.
Did you see that picture I sent you earlier today of like the two scenarios for the Cardinal or the Chargers?
Yeah.
Is you got Rashawn Slater in a first round tackle, and Herbert throws a perfect ball downfield with protection that bounces off of Malik Neighbor or bounces off of Quentin Johnston's hands. Or you've got a picture of Malik Neighbors downfield wide open with Rashawn Slater blocking and Justin Herbert getting killed from the other side.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in dozen, we now know who pick two is for sure.
You think so?
Unless the Chargers do something crazy here and you know get Neighbors, which that will change my feelings potentially.
Would you take Neighbors over Harrison if he goes right here?
I don't know. I don't. I don't know. Oh, that's so
That's the thing is
hard.
your Justin Herbert homerism would make that real tough, wouldn't it?
Well, Justin Herbert homerism plus I like Malik Neighbors is that good.
Yeah, he's filthy.
But as it sits, unless the guy picking at one decides he wants Harrison, I will be taking him at two. I don't want to tip my hand at all, but that's going to happen. Got a guy trying to get the 102 from me in that league. He's
Already?
not going to get it. Yeah,
He's working quick.
he's not going to get it. All right,
I've got
Chargers. What are we doing?
I've got the 102 in another league and a league you're not. Oh wait, no, you are in
No, I'm in that
Masters.
league. I've got the 104 in that league,
Yeah, and I've been like,
which at this moment I'm hoping is Jaden Daniels.
yeah, I've been conflicted about like trying to maybe trade down or sit and put because I mean you're looking at Harrison.
Problem is on that team I've got a lot of good wide receivers.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It's 50-50 for me. I have like no running backs. I think I've got an okay tight end. I think I got Goddard or somebody. And I've got some great receivers. And my quarterbacks are Burrow and Young and Bryce Young. So like Burrow's great. Bryce Young is 50-50.
TBD.
So I mean I feel like I probably need to take the rushing quarterback.
So if they make this pick, it's going to be a tackle, right?
Probably. I'm guessing this is Joe
They
Alt if they
they
make this pick.
I'm thinking it'll be Latham, the right tackle from Bama, because they've got Rashawn Slater, who's a left tackle.
That's fair. But
I mean,
again, I feel like
they
if you're
could
going to
take
take
Alt and
Latham,
kick
you
him.
just trade back.
I could see them doing that too. But I mean, it depends on like, you know, where where you are getting offers for because I could see Latham going inside the top 10 and if you want to trade with Minnesota, you might get the third best tackle. I don't know. They need to fill a lot of holes that I mean,
Their team
getting
was
more
just so
draft
top
capital
heavy.
would help.
So top heavy.
Yeah, their salary cap is rough.
Again, I would love it if the Chargers decide not to, or to keep this pick and take J.J. McCarthy, trade Justin Herbert to the Vikings.
I
That would
mean,
be,
that would be your
I
dream
mean, that
scenario.
would be a truly historic trade.
It will not happen, but
No, it will not happen. I'm not predicting that will happen, but I just want it to happen.
did you see Schefter just like call somebody a fool on ESPN today for just bringing that up as a possibility? He was
You're
like, that
not
would
going
be
to
the
trade.
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I I agree with Scheffner. I'm like, why? No, you're absolutely not trading Justin Herbert and taking
Mm-mm.
J.J. McCarthy.
No chance.
If J.J. McCarthy turns out to be half as good as Justin Herbert, like that's a good thing. Like you already have what every team looks for as a franchise quarterback.
I did not need a Jake from State Farm commercial right now.
I'm still on commercials, so I don't know what's happening. Are they still on the clock, or surely they've? I feel like they've got to have traded this.
The pick is in.
Okay,
All right, they're going to make this pick. Where do you
so
think they
none
go?
of the. I think they go tackle. I really do.
I kind of think so
If
too.
they take Neighbors, I'm gonna freak out, dude. If they take Neighbors, I'm gonna freak out.
That's the thing is like they obviously need a receiver so badly, but they also like Jim Harbaugh, it just feels like an in the trenches offensive line, defensive line kind of pick.
Yeah, no, this is classic Harbaugh right here. They're hugging in the room. Biggest needs wide receiver and tackle.
They could address either one of them right now.
Take a tackle and then trade for T Higgins. All right, you want to see me freak out as if they trade for T Higgins.
You would you would boop your pants.
Got the Thanos Charger over here. All right.
I would not be surprised at all if they took Joe Alt or JC Latham right here.
No. I think that's. Oh, wait, here we go.
Is he walking out for you?
Hold on. So if it is in fact
All right, he's
tackle
announcing
Joe
the
Alt,
pick.
I think this is going to be Joe Alt. Pretty sure this is Joe Alt.
Wow. Wow. Would you
Just
look
when I
at
thought,
that?
I mean,
Would you
it
look at
feels it's
that?
an in the tackles in the trenches move, but at the end of the day, as big a Justin Herbert fans as we are, this is good for him. They're going to keep him upright.
Yep.
So I did want neighbors there, but this is still good for Justin Herbert. What if, and they could say Xavier Legette falls. They got pick 5 in the second. I'm assuming still they could get
Yeah.
him there potentially. Yeah, this is.
Oh, here we go. Here's the tweet. This was March
Oh, you're
20th.
just looking to check keeping your receipts.
Literally, yeah, because I got murdered. The tweet was on March 20th. I just know the Chargers are going to bypass Harrison or Neighbors at 5 for a tackle or edge. And look at what they just did.
All right. Well, we talked about this on the podcast. I talked about this at length with Landon Davis. When are we going to be in on Quentin Johnston? Like it's got to happen, man. It is officially happening.
I'm already getting responses from this. Before I'd even hit retweet on the old tweet, I was already getting responses in. That's amazing.
Giants are on the clock. Do they go Neighbors or they go McCarthy? I feel like all this McCarthy stuff has got to be a smokescreen. It's got to be, right?
The the what? I'm too busy
It's got to
clowning
be
people on
smoke.
Twitter right now.
Listen,
I'm having too much fun, man. Um, they're gonna take Neighbors here, right?
I would think so.
Neighbors
But
or
dude, I
Odunze.
saw now this might be a complete and total lie too, but I did see one thing where it said they like Michael Penix and are willing to take him as high as 6. Surely they won't, but
I saw that same thing, and it feels ridiculous. But I mean, there was the report earlier today that they said that they were going to consider taking, or not that they were going to consider it, that they told Daniel Jones they would take a quarterback at some point in the draft.
yeah, pick is in.
JJ McCarthy is on
I
the
think
board.
this has got to be Neighbors.
This could be, I feel like it's probably Neighbors, but JJ McCarthy is out there. I don't know, man.
JJ McCarthy has got to be the one that's he's got to slip. Like I genuinely think all of that was Harbaugh trying to get somebody to trade up with him.
It honestly, it might have been.
Now, what's going to be a problem is if this pick is Odunza and the next pick is Neighbors, I'm going to be upset, boys.
The
If
Titans
Malik
might be a
Neighbors
team.
goes to the Titans.
The Titans might be a team that wants to move down. I saw, was it Mike Wright said that he thought Neighbors goes to the Titans, and I was like, please don't put that
Yeah.
evil on me. I don't need that in my
I
life.
saw that, and the reason being like because he was saying something about whatever the GM said about star players or receivers or something like that. Like he apparently he likes them, and to get a guy like that there, I don't know, it's be hard to pass on.
It would be. I mean, they've got Calvin Ridley, they've got D Hop, they've got Traylon Burks, who I know is,
Yeah,
there's the shine is gone on that. But all right, he's coming up to make the
I
pick
do
for the
think
Giants.
I do think in the end I think this is Neighbors. It
I
makes
feel like it's
sense.
probably Neighbors.
And I'm not super scared off that
Wow.
landing spot either.
Okay,
Is it Neighbors?
it is Neighbors.
Okay. All right, Malik Neighbors.
Dang.
It's not the landing spot I wanted, but it is what it is. It'll be fine. And you know what? He's walking into 160 targets. That's what's happening here. Is he's
Absolutely.
walking into 160 targets.
Absolutely. So many targets.
He's walking into 160 targets, and realistically, I think he's as good as Harrison. I really do.
Yeah.
I do think this it clarifies things like Harrison's ahead of Malik in Dynasty, or not? Well, yeah, he's ahead of him.
He's in a better
Just because
situation,
Malik
so yeah.
Harrison gets paired with a top level quarterback.
Yeah. Neighbors will be fine though because he's just going to get so targeted, so hyper targeted.
And hyper targets plus elite level talent is
He's going to be
still a
just
good thing.
fine. He'll be just fine.
Still a good thing. Landon asked a good question. Neighbors or Puka?
It's a very good question.
I don't
It would be
know,
Puka.
but not by much.
It's not. No, it's not a ton, but Puka did. He did just put up 1,400 yards in the NFL.
He did. But I
Neighbors has
also
yet to
think
play in the
Malik
NFL.
Neighbors is Jamar Chase.
Yeah, but it's Jamar Chase without Joe Burrow. So what is Jamar Chase without Burrow? He's like the wide receiver 12.
It's still really good.
Still really good. It's not as good as Puka.
No, I'll
Things
give you
could
that.
change. I mean, there were the reports that the Rams were looking to trade up into the top 10, and really the only player that I could see them realistically doing that for would be Brock Bowers. And if they brought in Brock Bowers, Puka probably gets downgraded a little bit. So I guess in that case, that's a conversation.
Now the Titans gonna trade out of this. Are they gonna take
That's the thing is I don't know.
Latham?
I
I
feel
mean,
like
they need a tackle,
they need a tackle so badly.
and I'm still like I. Somebody was like, if they don't take a receipt, or it's like if they take a Odunze or Neighbors there, like how in they are going to be on Will Levis, and I agree, but also like I'm in on Will Levis if they take a tackle. Like they've already put pieces around him. You've got DeAndre Hopkins, you've got Calvin Ridley, you've got heck even Traylon Burks. I feel like that's a decent three. You got a good pass catching running back in Tony Pollard, and now you're going to protect him.
Yeah.
3 minutes left. What are they going to do? I feel like this is probably
Hmm.
Latham.
Yeah.
And then my
I
bird. Oh, the pick is in. Okay, here we go.
I could see this being a different tackle than Latham. Like if it's what's the dude from
What if
Oregon
it's
State?
Odunze?
Oh
What if it's
gosh.
Odunze? Please don't do this to us.
I hope
Don't
not.
don't do that to Odunze.
Oh Lord, I hope not.
Rome doesn't deserve this.
You've got oh, send him to the Bears instead. Good grief.
Oh, if he goes to the Bears, I'm in.
That's it's
If he
dangerous waters.
goes here, I am far less in.
Yeah. I would not be very excited. I mean, Will Levis would have Calvin Ridley, Adunze, and D Hop. A pretty poor offensive line. And I would guess probably an upgraded play calling.
Yeah.
I can't remember who their offensive coordinator was last year, but I would imagine Brian Callahan's a better play caller than whoever that was.
Bo Callahan from draft day.
Nobody showed up to his birthday party, man.
That's what Landon Hewell texted me about Drake May. He said nobody showed up to his birthday party.
Do you watch draft day at all, or is that just a thing that nerds do?
I've watched it a few times. I think it'd be a cool thing, like a cool movie to watch. I guess on this kind of day, on draft day.
This kind of day, you
So
mean just
inaccurate.
2 day?
Oh, yeah, just today. But
I watched it because a clip of it came up on YouTube for me today, and I just watched like the 3 minute clip or whatever. The dialogue is terrible. It's
oh,
it's
it's
like
not
it's
good.
not good.
It is not a good movie. And the fact that like you trade all this for a quarterback like Bo Callahan,
Yeah.
and then you take the defensive end, let him slide,
Yeah, I
and
can't remember
then
what the
trade
actual
back up to
scenario
get
ended
him.
up being.
They trade back. He slides to like pick six, and
The
then the
quarterback?
Seahawks, who needed a quarterback or whatever, yeah, were picking at seven. Then they trade back up to six to get him. Then he trades that pick to Seattle for like 3 first-round picks because that's what they traded to get him in the first place. And then he takes a running back at seven.
Oh, that's
All
not
right.
realistic at all.
He's like, who do we take? We take Ray Jennings. Haven't I been telling you we need a running back? Like, did you not look at free agency at all? There was probably one or two you could have gotten.
Dear Lord. Yeah, didn't he take a running back and an outside linebacker?
No, he took a running back. He took the pass rusher at one, the running back at seven. I don't know what else he did, but I know he got that punt returner in the trade back.
He's really counting his chips.
I want David Putney because I feel like it. We need a punt returner. You could put anybody at punt. You could put a fan at punt returner.
Yeah, punt returner is not a position.
And apparently, like they already had a good quarterback in the movie. He just got hurt. Like if you've already got a quarterback, then why? What are you
Is that what
doing?
it was?
Yeah.
Okay, this pick is
Titans pick is in.
supposedly in.
Why is no one trading? Somebody needs to give Atlanta 3 first-round picks for their pick.
So Atlanta,
Mortgage your future for JJ McCarthy.
how surprised would you be if Atlanta took like Byron Murphy instead of Dallas Turner? Because I've been seeing
The
that.
injury.
I've been seeing that one come up a bunch. And so far, we are 6 for 6 on the mock drafts right now.
Yep, JC Latham. Okay.
Oh well, you're ahead of me, so
Oh, sorry. I
I'm
assume
not
we were off
surprised.
at the time.
It's a tackle.
No, this is
They
shocking.
just
Exactly what they needed.
they just pivoted from Joe Alt to another guy who's probably going to be a really good tackle.
All right, Atlanta. Do the right thing and take Dallas Turner.
They're going to
We
take
need a
Byron Murphy.
pass rusher. I don't hate Byron Murphy, but I want Dallas Turner.
You're going to take one of those two. If it's not one of those two, we riot. Landon said, "Oh, thank goodness."
Yeah, dude, I was scared. I there was that little bug in the back of my head that's like it's gonna be Rome. No,
Eternal pain and
not
suffering.
Rome.
Don't do
What
it
if
to him.
Atlanta takes Rome here?
Oh my
What if Atlanta
God.
takes Rome?
You're like the Kirk Cousins experience will work come hell or high water.
It will work. It will destroy my boy Kyle Pitts, and it will definitely hurt Drake London.
Yep.
But Kirk Cousins is a borderline top 5 quarterback. Atlanta pick is in. So we made the pick.
Okay.
All right.
Why have
Buy
there
it.
been no
Buy it.
trades?
Is McCarthy going to fall to 11? What if the Vikings don't take him at 11?
That would be pretty shocking. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's going to fall. He's going to fall to 11 unless somebody jumps over Minnesota, which I don't think happens. He's going to fall to 11.
What if the Jets take him though?
Jets aren't taking McCarthy.
But he's like 21 years old. What if they view him? It would be
Yeah, but
foolish.
if they want to win,
Yeah. I mean, it would be stupid, but Aaron Rodgers is 40 years old.
Ow, ow, ow. Those just crushed my hand up against my table. Thank you. All right, Atlanta, who are we getting? Say Dallas Turner. Say Dallas Turner. It did not take us long to make that pick.
No, y'all knew who you were getting.
Say Dallas Turner. Say it. I'm trying to will it into existence. Pick Dallas Turner.
Say it.
Pick. Say it. Well, so far we were expecting chaos, and
No chaos
there's been
whatsoever.
No chaos. No.
No chaos whatsoever.
I'm okay with everything that has happened, but there's been no chaos. Stamford, Connecticut.
I mean, there have been no just like devastating for fantasy football draft picks so far, which is nice.
No, the worst pick has been Malik Neighbors to the Giants, which I think most of us were bracing for anyway, and we're kind of fine with.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
I can live with that.
He'll be just fine.
All right, can we get the pick, boys? And when can Atlanta stop drafting at 8? We picked at 8 3 years in a row. Took Drake London at 8, took Bijan at 8. Now we're taking Dallas Turner at 8. I'm still willing it into existence. I got Saban on my screen. You know Saban wants him to take Dallas Turner.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Lana. Do the right thing. Do the Christian thing. Take Dallas Turner. Dude, if Chicago gets Rome here at 8, dude.
That's perfect for them.
If Chicago gets...
But on the flip side, if y'all take... see, they can take either one of the defensive players that don't go here, too. And that's a great pick. Because they need help on the D-line. Either Byron Murphy or Dallas Turner. It doesn't matter. Both would be great for them. Rome Odunze would be great for them.
We need Turner. Take Turner.
What was your sack leader last year? What was
Surely Grady. I don't even remember, dude.
But, like, what was the number?
We were so bad I stopped watching after midseason.
Was it 4.5?
Yeah, something crazy. It's got to be Turner. This has got to be Turner.
It was Bud Dupree with 6.5.
Bud Dupree?
Yeah. Who's it going to be?
Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner. Dallas Turner.
Oh!
What?
Oh, snap!
I'm behind you. What is it? Is it Rome?
Oh my gosh, dude!
Please don't say Bowers.
What? Oh my goodness!
No.
Wait a minute.
No. Hold
on.
I'll be right back.
I don't understand. I don't know if y'all can hear, but Ben is screaming in the background.
Penix?
What?
No! I am
Ben,
blown away.
he just went over JJ McCarthy at 8 when you don't need a quarterback.
I am blown away. Dude, okay. Listen. I said I'd be okay with Penix, but like later, not at 8. So we gave a Kirk Cousins $100 million guaranteed, and you take Penix?
I don't understand. I don't understand at all. What?
If you want, trade back.
What
You
is
could have traded back.
What is the rationale for taking Penix? You gave
Why
Kirk
did you
Cousins
sign
4
Kirk?
years.
Why did you sign Kirk? Like, all right, let's do it. You know what? That's our QB of the future. Let's do it. I just
Dude. Okay.
blindsided.
What is
I thought
the
for sure it was going to be Dallas Turner.
what's the positive, like let's spin this a little bit. What does this actually mean?
That
Factoring
means-
in Kirk Cousins just got paid $100 million, because that
means
is a
Michael
monkey
Penix-
wrench.
Michael Penix isn't starting for 3 years.
He's going to be
we're going to Jordan
27.
Love him. That's exactly what's going to happen. Is we're going to Jordan Love him. Wow.
How do you pay a guy $100 million and draft a quarterback at 8? That's not. I mean, you cannot play him. I'm about to look up Kirk Cousins'
who are the
contract.
Bears going to take? Are the Bears taking J.J. McCarthy here? Like,
No.
just so you can have 2 quarterbacks, apparently?
Wow. I'm trying to find the out in Kirk Cousins' contract.
Yeah, please tell me what his contract is.
I'm pulling it up on Spotrac. It's 4 years, 180 million with 100 guaranteed.
So he's not going to start for at least 3. Like, maybe we get out of 3 years of Kirk? What are we doing?
I'm shocked.
This is going to completely overshadow the fact that, like, lock it in, Odunza's going here at 8 or at 9.
Yeah. I cannot get Spotrac to load, but when it does, I'll tell you when the out
What?
is for his contract.
Michael Penix?
So, does that pick really change much of anything for them for fantasy football?
No, it changes nothing. It just, the team doesn't improve from this pick. I mean, I guess this is great for Michael Penix's future fantasy.
Man, what if Minnesota feels the need to move up? Oh, they just traded. Minnesota just traded to move up one spot with the Jets.
This is McCarthy.
They're trading up for McCarthy. Okay.
What?
I haven't seen what the compensation is yet. I haven't seen what the trade is, but they moved up one spot. So it's a
It can't be
dunze.
much. It can't be much. This is a dunzo right here.
Yeah, the pick is a dunze.
Dude, Chicago. Caleb is going to freaking dominate.
Okay. Can we take a mental pivot from Michael Penix for a second to talk about the Bears? Because we talked about DJ Moore like 3 days ago as somebody who could lose fantasy value because of this very scenario right here where they take Roma Dunze. How's your knee-jerk reaction for like how this shakes out for fantasy with DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Roma Dunze, and Caleb Williams is awesome, but he is going to be a rookie quarterback.
Dude, I genuinely have no idea. I don't think he can support 3.
No.
One's the odd man out. Like I genuinely think at this point in his career, DJ Moore is better than Keenan. But Keenan's going to be the safety blanket because he's just so savvy. That's what he does. DJ Moore, I don't know what his contract is, but surely they've got him locked in for a while. So Caleb is like guaranteed to be throwing to Rome and DJ Moore. This is crazy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm still I'm still floored on Michael Penix. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. I can't really get to DJ Moore right now. Like that is in a different compartment in my head right now.
So Penix will be 28 years old if Kirk Cousins plays the entire contract out.
28? What are we doing? Is he really 24?
Man, yeah,
Holy crap.
he's an older fella.
Like
I cannot get his
how
contract to
much
load
of
on
Kirk Cousins'
Spotrac.
contract is front loaded? Like
That's what I'm
is
trying to
there
figure out, and I
any
literally
way we can
cannot get Spotrac to load.
let him sit for a year, maybe two, and then dump Kirk?
I think Kirk's cap hit in 25 is 10 million, but he's getting 90 million in 2024.
So it is literally all front loaded then.
Potentially.
Okay, I'm okay with that if that is the case. But like I genuinely I don't want us to take a quarterback at 8 if we're going to just like if we're not going to start him within at least 2 years. Like this changes nothing for Kyle Pitts. This changes nothing for Drake London. Changes nothing for Bijan. Like I'm still as in on them as I was.
Yeah.
But man,
Okay, here's the trade. The Vikings give up the 10th pick and the 6th and a 6th round pick. No, sorry. They're getting the 10th pick and a 6th. They're giving to the Jets the 11th pick, a 4th and a 5th.
this is JJ McCarthy then right here.
Yeah.
This is absolutely McCarthy.
I think Spotrac might be down. Like I can't get it to load. I think their website is
Spotrac
down.
just quit after that news.
I really think that their website is down because people are looking up Kirk Cousins contract details right now. So the pick is in for the Vikings. This is JJ McCarthy. That, I mean, for the Vikings, that is about as good a scenario as you can imagine. You did not have to give up 23. You didn't have to give up your future first. You gave up a 4th and a 5th to move up one spot to get the guy that people were saying you were going to have to give up 2 firsts to get.
Yeah,
And that
they get to
means
keep pick 23. This is great for the Vikings.
yeah, and if the Jets were indeed going to take Brock Bowers, like we thought they might, they get a 4th and a 5th round pick to do the same thing they were going to do anyway. Wild.
I'm just there's so much processing that I have to do that my brain is not capable of doing at this moment. Like, how y'all gonna drop the Penix bombshell on me and then expect me to move on?
That is a lot to handle.
Like this, genuinely, I was not expecting that at all. Like
No.
the thing that would have surprised me would have been like Brock Bowers, but I did not see at all.
I can't even figure out why you would want to do that. Is it insurance that his Achilles isn't ever going to be right again?
Yes, maybe.
Or
But a
maybe
lot of
it's
people-
that they were in such quarterback health that they were like, we're going to make positively sure that that does not happen again.
And like I said, I was okay with it later in the draft. I think I don't know if I said it on the podcast, but I know I said it to you. Like I would be okay with us getting Penix and letting him sit behind Kirk Cousins, but not at pick 8.
That is rich.
Okay, well there's the chaos that we were looking for, and we have not had a defensive player taken yet.
Man,
And I don't think we are because Jets are picking at 8. I think they take Bowers.
I think they probably do. Whew. I I still can't get over that. Like I want to be so excited about Roma Dunze going to the Bears right now, but I can't get mentally past the fact that the Falcons paid a quarterback $100 million guaranteed and then said, let's draft a 24-year-old
Yeah, and
that's
I'm
going
a
to have to
fan of
sit.
this team.
Like, if you wanted to develop a guy, take McCarthy, who's barely 21, who will be almost 25 by the time that Kirk Cousins deals up. Like, surely, if you want to have him sit for 3 years, you can teach him how to play quarterback in 3 years. But this to me means like there's no way you take a guy at 8 and then let Kirk Cousins play out the full contract. Like this
No,
must
like
mean that at
that's what I'm
most
thinking.
it's a
Like
2-year deal.
yeah, surely they front loaded the crap out of this thing.
I would tell you if I could get Spotrac to load.
It's fine. How long is it? How long are the Vikings going to be on the clock? Like we know you're taking JJ McCarthy. They take Bo Nix.
Mm.
All right, make the pick, please. I don't have any sound, so I'm not sure what this family is.
I have my sound very low, so I can't hear it. Okay, Spotrac came up. But Kirk Cousins will not load.
It's because it's so much money.
Here we go. Okay, there we go. There's the pick we all expected.
JJ McCarthy. For fantasy, dude, I'm in on McCarthy. Like this, if he went to the Vikings, you have to be.
Yeah, no, that's the perfect spot for any quarterback. Spotrac does
Here's the
not
announcers
have
now going JJ to JJ.
yeah. Spotrac does not have Kirk Cousins' deal. I don't know why, but it's not pulling up. So, okay, for doing rookie drafts at this today, knowing what we know now, where do you take Penix?
He's got to fall out of the first.
But on the flip side, he got top 10 draft capital, which has
He
got to mean
did.
something.
He did. But also at the same time, he's not going to start for 2 years.
Probably not.
So you're investing. I think, I think early second. I'm okay with it. Like you let him sit on your squad taxi for a couple years,
Yeah.
or if you're a good team, you let him.
JJ McCarthy is probably so this is like the doomsday scenario where we were hoping Drake May would end up finding a way to be a Viking. He doesn't. Do you take McCarthy or Drake May right now?
JJ McCarthy. I think that's an easy for me.
You take him over Drake May?
Yeah, I do. Because Justin Jefferson's going to get a long term deal. Jordan Addison's on his rookie deal. They've got Christian Darrisaw. TJ Hawkinson's on a long term deal as well. So, like, the pieces are locked in
Yeah.
for the Vikings for a while. And JJ McCarthy, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any question. He's the QB3 in this class.
How do you feel
Dude,
about him as your QB2 in Superflex? Because, oh,
dude, because I was just thinking about it because we've got a dynasty startup happening Saturday.
right.
So like we're gonna have to process this quick because that draft is soon, and
And I
figure out where
wonder,
we're taking these guys.
like, I wonder where their ADP, well, it won't be their ADP, where people feel comfortable taking these guys because, like, McCarthy's in a great situation, but nobody thought that he was the third best quarterback in the class. I don't think. There's probably a couple people that did, but I think for the most part, we were like, TBD based on where he ends up. And he goes to the best possible spot. So now you're like, okay, how do you factor in landing spot versus what you saw in the limited amount of tape that they actually let him play quarterback in Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He's going to end up going pretty high though, because that is the perfect spot, and he's got good draft capital. He's a top 10 pick.
Yeah, no, I'm very okay with JJ McCarthy. In a startup, where do you take him right now?
I would
Like unless
guess
he just purely sucks, he's going to be very good.
he's probably a late third round pick, maybe a fourth round pick.
Where's Jaden Daniels go in a startup?
Late second, early third.
Now, here's the real. Is this Brock Bowers?
It's probably going to be Brock Bowers. He's walking out. I haven't seen him make the pick yet.
Oh, all right. Interesting.
Wow.
Not Brock Bowers.
So the Jets said, let's get another tackle.
Well,
I
Aaron
like
Rodgers
it.
blew out his Achilles on the second play of the season.
I like
So,
it.
yeah, get him some protection.
I like it.
Don't tell me y'all really going to let Bowers slide to the Colts at 15,
The
which
Colts
is
might
exactly
really
what they
get
want.
Brock Bowers. I
It's
could see Denver.
exactly what they want.
I could see Denver doing
might
it
take
too.
Unless Denver, surely they don't take Bo Nix here. Surely they don't take Bo Nix.
You can't.
6 quarterbacks in the top 12.
You can't. But also Penix went at 8, so what do we know?
Yeah, it did. And you know what? We still haven't seen a defender come off the board.
No. That's crazy. Heck, I mean, the Broncos might just be like, screw it, let's get a pass rusher. Man.
I'm on overload now. Like I've got so many group chats and texts and everything to answer, and I'm still processing Michael Penix at 8.
Yeah,
Gosh.
my Dynasty Leagues group chats are going nuts right now.
I gotta figure out how to regroup here. All right, Broncos pick is in. Okay, Vegas on the clock.
What?
I just texted Landon Hugh. I'm not sure how to regroup. He's just locked TF in. You know what? That was the motivation I needed. I'm in.
You're back.
Yeah, I'm back. Just
Man.
lock it in, you pansy.
Where do you think Denver goes here? Because I don't have a single clue.
I mean, I think Brock Bowers is probably the best player,
Yeah.
but again, you Dallas Turner is on the board. All defenders are on the board.
I could see them because they have so many holes. I could see them being like, let's get the premium position. Let's go defensive line. You know, I mean, they do have Greg Dulcich. I don't know. He was the new hotness for about 5 minutes a couple years ago.
Greg Dulcich.
I don't know if that means much of anything anymore, but
Okay. Rome to the Bears. Is Caleb Williams going to absolutely shred the league apart? JJ McCarthy, obviously. Where does JJ McCarthy go in your Superflex rookie drafts? Let's just quick off the top of our head during this commercial break.
okay.
Let's think about rookie drafts. Okay, so 101 I think is
Caleb
Caleb.
Williams.
I think 102, depending on team need, is either Marvin or Jaden Daniels. Probably
Yeah.
Marvin, but I think Jaden Daniels is a fine pick there too. So that gets you to pick 4. Who do you take at 4?
We went Caleb, Marvin, Daniels. The
Is it
problem is,
Neighbors?
see, that's the thing is like depending on team need, you could convince me that Neighbors is the pick. I wouldn't hate
See,
it,
that's
but
the
you could
crazy
also
thing.
convince me that Drake May or JJ McCarthy's the pick.
That's the thing is I think at 4 there's a scenario to where like
It
you
could
can
be.
argue me for Neighbors. Uh,
It's
you could
probably
argue
Neighbors.
Neighbors or McCarthy.
It's
I think.
probably Neighbors, just because I think Neighbors has a locked-in floor, and we already know that the ceiling is ridiculous. With McCarthy, like it is perfect situationally,
Yeah.
but at the same time, there still are some questions about how good is this dude actually.
Yeah.
And so I think to hedge on that, I'll take
But I
the
think
elite
like
receiver.
he's winning the top 10 with
I know,
literally the best weapons in the league.
I
Literally.
know.
Like, and I know Caleb's walking into, and I'm taking Caleb over him, obviously. But I know Caleb's walking into Keenan, DJ Moore, Keenan, and Roma Dunza. But Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, and Jordan Addison, that is the best 3. And he has a
Yeah,
better coach and a better O line. Like, wheels up for JJ McCarthy.
Drake May is going to fall to 6 or 7 in rookie drafts.
Yeah. When does the Patriots got to trade for a receiver? They got to go get him a legit weapon.
I think Rappaport is saying that the Colts tried to trade up for this pick and didn't get it done.
So does that? Do you think that means they're definitely taking a defensive player, or is it, Bo Nix?
Dude, if it's Bo Nix, I will
What if this is
flip a
Bo Nix?
table. I'll flip a table. That would be.
You get 6 quarterbacks in the top 12.
Here's the problem. If they take Bo Nix right here, I'm going to end up convincing myself he'll be okay. I do
You
not
have
think
to.
he's
He's
a
getting
good
Sean
NFL
Payton.
quarterback. That's the thing. I don't think he's a good NFL quarterback. I just don't
Yes,
see it. But if you give him
but
Sean Payton,
if anyone's going to get the most out of him, it is Sean Payton.
and Sean Payton's offense happens to be exactly what Bo Nix does well. he spreads the ball around, which is what Sean Payton wants him to do. He can attack the middle of the field. Sean Payton will want him to attack the middle of the field. The reason why Russell Wilson and Sean Payton didn't work is because Russell Wilson wanted to throw the ball deep outside the hashes,
Yeah.
and he wanted him to throw over the middle. All right, let's see who this pick is.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Well, I am waiting. Oh my God!
Wow. Wow.
Oh
It
my
is Knicks.
gosh!
Holy smokes. Oh my
Dude.
gosh.
What is this draft, man?
What is happening? This has got to be the greatest most fantasy relevant draft ever. All time.
The top 12 picks are all offensive players. So, what do you do with Bo Nix now? And what do you do with Drake May?
I don't know. I think Bo Nix and Drake May are even.
I would
Because
I
look
would
at
take
where
Drake
Bo
May.
Nix is.
I would take Drake May.
Oh my gosh.
That
The Colts are really about to
That's
get
so
Brock
wild.
Bowers.
They are.
That's going to happen.
What do the Raiders do? All the quarterbacks are gone. What in the world, dude? Sean Payton got his guy.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this exercise one more time. What are your rookie
we never
drafts
really
look
got
like
through
right
it
now?
Okay. Superflex rookie drafts.
Yeah.
Caleb, Marvin, Jaden Daniels, Malik Neighbors, J.J. McCarthy, Drake May. No, J.J. McCarthy, Roma Dunze,
Yeah.
Drake May, J.J. McCarthy. Where's that put me?
So you're at Caleb
I'm at
1.
eight because I've taken four quarterbacks.
Say
and
that
three
again.
receivers. I've taken four quarterbacks and 3 receivers, so I'm at pick 8. I'm at pick 8. Brock Bowers is still on the board. Brock still
Bo
hasn't
Nix
been
is still on the
taken yet.
board.
No, did I take Bo Nix? I thought I did.
I thought you took McCarthy, May, Daniels, and Caleb.
Okay. Yeah, I did. So Bo Nix is 8.
Is he 8? I would take
As it-
Brock Bowers
as it-
over Bo Nix.
Okay, yeah, I would rather have Brock Bowers.
Assuming that
But-
Brock Bowers doesn't end up in a ridiculous landing spot. But if
Assuming
he
Brock
goes to the
Bowers doesn't
Colts,
go
he's locked
here.
in.
If Brock Bowers goes here,
That would suck for these Michael Mayer trades that I sent out here recently. I went and acquired Michael Mayer for like a third, and I think I traded with Landon for him, actually, now that I think about it. I traded away Dallas Goedert to get Michael Mayer. There was other stuff involved, but
why would you do that?
it was I don't know.
It's the first time in NFL history the first 6 picks have been, or 6 of the first 12 have been quarterbacks.
That's crazy.
This is wild, dude.
Denver must have made that pick because they're terrified of next year's draft class.
I don't even know who the quarterbacks are in next year's draft class. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
I mean, Shadur Sanders,
Okay, yeah, that's never mind.
Carson Beck. Couldn't really tell you who's going to be up there beyond that. I have no clue who the Raiders pick right now.
Oh, shoot.
Don't tell me.
Oh, shoot.
Do not tell me.
Shoot. Shoot.
Oh my God.
It's happening.
Well, that Michael Mayer trade where I just threw him away. I lit that on fire. You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, baby. Well,
I'm not going to lie to you. That's really annoying. Really? He's going. That's so stupid. I take it back. I don't know. I don't know who I'd rather have, Bo Nix or Brock Bowers right now in Superflex.
There's been no trades in this except for the one where that really wasn't a trade when they move up one spot. There has been chaos in this draft. This has
What
been
do you
chaos.
what do you do with Brock Bowers right now? Because he doesn't have the quarterback. It's Aiden O'Connell
You telling me
it's
Aiden O'Connell's not the guy?
or it's Gardner Minshew.
No, it's Gardner Minshew. Let's be real here. This is Gardner Minshew.
They did not need a tight end.
Yeah, but okay, yes, no, they didn't need one, quote unquote, but Brock Bowers is the best player on the board right now.
Yeah, I would have gone pass rusher there or traded out.
What do
Saints are taking a tackle here. I'm calling it right now.
Fonga or something? Who? Well, I can't
Yeah,
remember his name.
that's going to be the pick right there.
See, the Colts are going to be interesting. Is what if they go Brian Thomas?
I think they probably do because Bowers would have been the guy for them, I think. Or if Roma Dunze slid, they could have traded up for him. But
When are the Bills jumping up? I need the Bills to jump up and get BTJ.
I don't know. Like, would Thomas and Michael Pittman coexist in an offense?
I think so because Pittman's a possession receiver. I think Pittman dominates the targets, but Brian Thomas Jr. is a big target that stretches the field better than Pittman does.
I don't know how well Brian Thomas would fit in uh, in the Colts offense. I feel like Xavier Worthy is a better fit in that offense. I'm like really going off, like shooting from the hip.
Yeah, but I feel like you still have Josh Downs and stuff, who's a good slot and
You
a
do,
decent deep threat.
but Xavier Worthy doesn't necessarily have to play in the slot. He can play the Z.
We
Like
also still have
he
yet
could
to
play
see
a
a
Calvin
defensive
Ridley
end.
role.
Yeah,
I mean, he could play slot, certainly, but I think he plays more of a outside Z receiver role than he would slot. Because I think slot is kind of just shoehorning him a little bit, or like trying to put him in a box, and I don't know that that is all he can do. I think he's a little bit more functional than that. But like Brian Thomas is an X receiver, but that is what Michael Pittman is. I think for your sake, I'm just trying to talk myself mentally into not a receiver there, even though they need one.
I'm reading this a quick reaction or whatever to uh, Michael Penix still. Obviously, Atlanta wanted the successor to Penix with the Kirk Cousins. Terry Fontenot was very outspoken when he said they would take the best player available for us. Penix has been moving up boards recently. However, Penix has a big injury history, durability questions, and he was projected to go much lower than pick 8.
Yeah,
So what that analysis just said is that was a bad pick.
probably.
Dang it. But the show goes on. Again, I don't think that it doesn't. This is more from a Falcon fan than anything because I was expecting this to take Dallas Turner or some defender. So the fantasy output of Kyle Pitts and Drake London and Bijan changes absolutely nothing in my mind. That stays the same. Still
Yeah.
excited about Kirk for fantasy. It changes Penix drastically, and just from a
What if New
team
Orleans
perspective,
takes a
it's just
receiver here?
I have seen where they could.
I
I mean,
feel
they
like they'll go
only have
tackle, but
Olave.
Yeah, Michael Thomas is going. Their wide receiver 2 right now is A.T. Perry. Or I guess Rashid Shaheed.
Rashid.
I guess he's technically the wide receiver 2. That's not great. But then all the news came out about Ryan Ramczyk potentially not playing this year because of a knee injury. And they already had a left tackle need, and then Ramczyk was the right tackle. So
You know, I was tossing around in one of our leagues of trading the 109 for T Higgins. With the offensive explosion in this draft, I don't know if I'm going to.
that's a good point. I mean, if you're a team in need of a quarterback in Superflex leagues, geez, dude. What's so crazy is, I mean, Penix aside, all of these guys except May went to good situations. Like Bo Nix, that's a great situation. JJ McCarthy, great situation. Caleb Williams, great situation. Jaden Daniels, pretty darn good situation. Drake May, the situation's not great, but if they trade for a receiver, we'll feel differently about it.
Saints pick is in.
It'll be a tackle.
Or Dallas Turner, man. I mean, he's still there.
That is true.
What is the pick? Tell me the pick. Say it! And maybe I guess
They're saying on the
Atlanta
broadcast it's probably tackle.
Atlanta must have known the market with quarterbacks that they were gonna go high. So if they wanted, I guess, to secure the future, you were gonna have to pay up.
I guess I get I just don't get paying Kirk Cousins all that money if you knew you were going to draft a quarterback high. Like nobody else was going to take Penix that high, I don't think. I mean, maybe Denver would have taken him at 12, but
Here comes the commissioner. Is this Fuaga?
it is. Yeah,
Makes sense.
Fuaga.
That checks out. Checking a lot of boxes.
That was pretty obvious. Okay, what did the Colts do?
We are at pick 15, and a defender has not come off the board yet.
Isn't this the most wild
This is crazy.
draft?
Who is the biggest winner of the draft so far? And why is it the Bears?
It's the Bears.
It's very easily the Bears.
So far, I'm scrolling back up on the board here. I mean, JJ McCarthy has to be.
Not having to
In
pay
that
a bunch
list.
to get him is a win.
Yeah, the Vikings feel great because that was probably the guy they wanted the whole time, and they only had to pay a 4th and 5th round pick to get him. Bo Nix is a winner because he goes with Sean Payton and he gets good draft capital.
Biggest loser of the draft?
Michael Penix.
Atlanta.
He's not Michael Penix himself is not a loser.
No.
Atlanta's a loser.
And I had said I would be okay with Penix. Like taking him, if we took him on our 2nd round pick, awesome. Let him sit.
Yeah.
That's fine. 8 was spicy.
8 was hot. I guess if you're them, you're like, we're gonna have to trade up a ton if we don't take him here, or we're gonna have to pivot and take Rattler or Milton.
Dude, what if Rattler's a first round pick at this
What
rate?
if? What if he's the 7th quarterback taken in the first round?
Seattle takes him at 16.
Jeez, dude.
This is insane.
Let's get something to help Anthony Richardson out. I could see them going corner here, though. That's the thing is they could use a receiver. They could use a corner. Indianapolis could literally take the best defensive player in the draft.
Which is Dallas Turner.
Or they could go receiver, take Brian Thomas.
Give Anthony Richardson somebody he can throw the ball 70 yards down the field, too.
We've got 6 quarterbacks in this draft. And we are at pick 15.
Apparently, Kirk Cousins was not given a heads up that Atlanta would be taking Michael Penix.
Somebody should have probably given him a heads up.
Way to go, Terry. You give Kirk all this money, and then we forgot to tell you we are taking a quarterback.
You're telling me that that they did not think they were the only ones who were going to take him that high.
Colts, what are we waiting on here, boys?
Adam Schefter released a tweet that Sean Payton wanted and intended to draft Patrick Mahomes in the 2017 draft. I'll share the tweet. Here we go. He wanted and intended to draft Patrick Mahomes. He was ready to turn in the card before he could. The Chiefs traded up to the Bills spot and took Mahomes one spot before him. Yada yada.
That.
Peyton feels as strongly about Bo Nix as he did Mahomes.
I don't, but I can also say people had questions about Patrick Mahomes when he was drafted too. But you want to talk about somebody old? It was Bo Nix.
Bo Nix is old, and
He's
was
the same age as Penix, if not older.
And he was garbage at Auburn.
He didn't start doing well till he went to a great system in Oregon and weaker competition. Let's put it this way. Bo Nix has lost twice to South Carolina in his career. And South Carolina hasn't been good in about 15 years.
Yikes.
So, do with that what you will. Colts pick is in. This will be interesting. It also shatters my hopes that Michael Penix would go to Seattle.
I was hoping that as well. Penix at 16 feels a lot different than Penix at 8.
Yeah, because it is. When you already paid a starter $100 million.
Because it is. Apparently the pick is in for the Colts.
Yep, I saw that. Who's Nick Saban saying they're going to go?
He's going to say Dallas Turner. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if they go pass rusher here.
I mean, it's hard to pass on Dallas Turner at this point.
Yeah. On the flip side, though, I could see them talking themselves into a receiver to help out Anthony Richardson. So, like, I mean, I can see either side of this. And I could even see corner.
Let's see here.
He's walking it out.
All right. Interesting. Interesting.
I have yet to see it.
Spoiler, it is not Dallas Turner,
Oh, they went pass rusher.
but not Turner.
Yeah, Leitu Latu. Dang. Okay. Interesting. Well, I mean, they could have gone a bunch of different ways there. That's wild. What if Seattle takes another receiver?
Y'all take Brian Thomas.
I would riot.
What if
I
y'all
will
take
say,
Xavier Worthy?
I will say, if he makes it past Seattle here, Jacksonville will turn in that Brian Thomas card so fast. It'll either be Brian Thomas or AD Mitchell. It'll be one of those two that Jacksonville will take, and they will use 2 seconds to write that name down.
He's just Gabe Davis, but way better.
Pretty much. That is a bummer. I would have liked to see Brock Bowers be a Colt, but no.
It was always a long shot anyway. They were going to have to trade up to get him.
I know, but I,
How is Dallas Turner still on the board? Is since, dude, Hendrickson just requested a trade
yeah,
from the Bengals. If they get Dallas Turner here,
yeah.
get rid of Hendrickson. You just
Seattle's
got him on a far cheaper deal.
Seattle's going to take Byron Murphy or Quinyon Mitchell. I'm calling it now. I think they're going to take Byron Murphy because I think Mike McDonald is going to want the big guy in the middle. Like when he was at Michigan as a defensive coordinator, they always had the D tackle in the middle. And then when he went to the Ravens, they always had the big guy in the middle. It was like the key of the whole defense. So based on how everything's gone right now, I would be pretty shocked if it's not Byron Murphy.
Yeah.
They do have, well, they've got Leonard Williams, so I don't know.
I need that Seattle Seahawk head to turn into a Buffalo Bill. Buffalo has been known to trade up.
They have been. I know I just said I would be shocked if it's not Byron Murphy, but we do have Leonard Williams. He's 30 though. But Leonard Williams sort of fits that mold.
Yeah.
So I'm not as bullish on that as I was about 3 seconds ago. I don't really know. I think it will be Murphy, but I'm not sure.
Oh, thank God. Jake's cousin is leaning
I
away
just-
from Marvin. Oh my God.
I just saw that.
I thought for sure he was going to take Marvin.
I still think he's going to take Marvin.
Is it bad for me
What
to
would
say
have
in the chat?
changed that if it was if he
Probably
wasn't going to
Ogunze to the Bears. Caleb's got so many weapons.
Okay. I was like, if it wasn't going to be Caleb Williams, nothing changed on that front. Who's
Is it
got
bad
pick
for me to?
two?
Who's got pick 2? Me.
Oh,
Well, I'm taking Marvin. Let's be very clear. If Marvin is there, I am taking him.
there you
And
go.
if Caleb is there, I am trying hard to trade back because I'm not going to pass on Caleb, even though I have Allen and Mahomes. Or not I have Allen and Herbert. But like Caleb
Yeah,
is too good to like just I need receiver, but I'm not going to take neighbors over him. I'm going to trade back.
fair.
Is it bad for me to like say in that group chat, even though because obviously I'm biased because I have pick 2, but like, dude, you with given this guy's quarterback situation, his QB1 is Daniel Jones, you cannot under any circumstances pass on Caleb Williams.
You cannot.
What if Seattle takes Jonathan Brooks here? They go running back, running back, running back in the first 2 rounds, 3 straight years.
I'd be so pissed.
Pick is in. Let's see who it is. Show us. Show me the money.
What if Benson went at 18?
Dude,
I
I'm
know you
calling
said
it.
that as a joke, but what if he did?
Dude, what if there is one running back that slips into this first round? Is this the greatest fantasy draft of all time?
Yeah. Because then
It
the
might be
top
as it sits
10
now.
or 11 picks in a Superflex draft are all very nice. I need Seattle to hurry up and make this pick because I don't know what we're going to do. And I need us to not do something foolish. We've already had one stupid pick of the night.
Apparently, Sleeper tweeted out that Atlanta must have been on auto draft. Dang it.
Oh,
Why is it
jeez.
always my team that does this stupid thing? Every time. We've had a great offseason, and
There's a video of Terry Fontenot explaining something to Arthur Blank. It looks like he's trying to illustrate with the hand gestures that potentially he thought somebody was going to trade up.
so Terry panicked, is what I just heard.
Yep. I'm now so curious to see what happens with this um, Kirk Cousins situation.
Kirk demands a trade.
Is he going to go rogue a little bit?
He demands a trade. Doesn't throw the ball to Kyle Pitts once.
All right, let's see what the boys do.
No, Kirk!
What are we going to do? We're going to take a defensive player. Why are we going to commercial?
The pick has been in for like 10 minutes, guys.
What are we doing? Did Roger Goodell fall down and he can't get up?
Goodell had a stroke.
Gosh.
Goodell just realized that was Atlanta who picked Michael Penix, and he said, wait, what?
Ooh.
Okay. I wonder if that guy in the other league you were talking about, who was going to take Harrison at 1,
Yeah.
is he going to take Caleb now that he's got 3 elite
Now that
receivers?
nothing has changed. All right, who are we going to take? Quit doing all this bullcrap.
I mean, they were saluting the military. It's hard to call that bullcrap, Josh. I don't know
There we
about you,
go.
but
I called it.
I am a supporter of our boys.
Yeah, no, that was good. It was indeed Byron Murphy.
Okay, that makes sense. Dude, is somebody going to take Dallas Turner? Like,
No.
the Bengals about to get him at 18. And Jacksonville just paid Josh Allen a ton of money, so they got a good pass rusher.
I did see a comp
Jacksonville.
that Byron Murphy is basically Aaron Donald before the draft. Obviously, that's hyperbolic because, you know, first ballot Hall of Famer and
You feel
everything. But
pretty good if that's your comp is Aaron Donald.
yeah, that's where I was going with it. Like he's very good. You feel good about that pick. That's a good Seattle pick. We're not doing any bull junk taking a receiver when we've got 8 million of them.
Pick is. Oh, the Vikings just traded up.
Oh, do they want a corner?
Maybe they're going after Dallas Turner after they lost Daniil Hunter.
There's that too.
That would make sense.
Yeah, I could see that. Interesting.
They traded Justin Jefferson in the deal.
They did move over Cincinnati, so that probably does signal a pass rusher.
Yeah, I feel like Cincinnati was definitely going to take Turner if he was there.
Yeah. They send a fifth, a 25 third, and a 25 fourth. And the 23rd pick, obviously. Interesting. Yeah, this is probably a pass rusher. Could the Vikings be this year's Houston Texans, where you take a QB and a pass rusher, and you get the offensive rookie of the year and the defensive rookie of the year?
Dude, it could happen, honestly.
Could it possibly happen with Caleb Williams existing?
No, I don't think it's outrageous. I think Caleb's obviously in the best situation, or he's probably
There
the
it
favorite
is.
to do it just because he's the best talent. But Dallas
There it
Turner,
is.
yep, that's what I thought.
That makes sense. So now the Bengals, I don't even know. I maybe they
Brian
take a
Thomas,
receiver.
trade T Higgins, take Brian Thomas, pay Jamar Chase all of the money, all of it.
Another LSU receiver.
Yeah, I don't think Joe played with this one though.
Yeah.
Just call them the Bayou Bengals at this point.
You see Dallas Turner talking to himself the whole way out.
Said it's about freaking time.
I think he might be a little heated that he went later than he thought he would. The notes they have for him are rare length, loose rusher, Brian Burns.
So they traded a fifth, a third, and a fourth to go up for Dallas Turner. Honestly, the Vikings have had an amazing draft. I'll say that. You didn't have to pay much to get J.J. McCarthy, and you didn't have to pay much to get who, in my mind, is the best defender in this class.
Yeah, he's a pure edge.
I mean, they lost Daniil Hunter, so that they needed a pass rusher.
Yep. Yeah, good first round for them.
Dude, that division is going to be tight.
It's gonna be
Really
tough,
tight.
dude.
I mean, the Lions are the best team. Obviously, the Packers are good with Jordan Love. The Vikings, like top to bottom, I think are just solid.
Yeah. And
And
if JJ
the
McCarthy
Bears
is
just got
anything,
Caleb Williams and Roma Dunze.
yeah.
This is crazy, man.
What a draft this has been, honestly.
I'm okay with it. Honestly, the Rams are going to stay put and get their top rated corner.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, they're probably getting either Mitchell or Terrion Arnold. I don't know what Cincinnati does. I don't have a clue. Do they take Jared Verse?
Yeah, that would. I guess that would make sense too.
I've seen him mocked around here. I wouldn't be surprised if Philadelphia traded up at this point too, because no corners have gone yet. I would imagine the Rams would want a corner. I don't know. Verse has Dolphin written on him if he makes it to 21, though.
Surely he doesn't make it that far. Bill Belichick, skeptical of Michael Penix. Thank you. Thank you, Bill, for making this even harder for me. Pick is in for the Bengals.
Said Washington needs to trade up for Fautanu.
Would the Bengals take him?
I don't know. They might. I feel like they've swung and missed on tackle a lot recently.
Yeah, but I feel like at this point they just need to protect Joe Burrow at all costs. Whatever they can do to get him help, do it.
Yeah. Where does Washington pick next? I'll mess with this board a little bit. Let's see. Washington's second. I mean, the 204. Oh, and Amarius Mims is out there right now too. Gosh, I could see Cincinnati doing a bunch of different things. They could take the top corner in the draft. I could see them going tackle.
I hope they go with tackle. For Joe Burrow's sake, I hope they go tackle.
It's never a wrong pick to protect your franchise quarterback. I don't know who they've got on the depth chart right now at tackle.
Come on. Let's see the pick. My thing is still in commercial. Come on. My Twitter feed just popped up, so I know who this is.
Well, I still haven't
I
seen
won't
it
tell
yet.
you. I won't tell you.
The stream for me must be very behind because I have not seen
Well,
this pick announced yet.
mine says it's still in commercial too, but now we're coming back to it.
But somebody's already tweeted who the pick is.
Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of tweets about it.
Wonderful.
Sleeper already posted out who it is.
They still have not announced the pick.
Cowboys, we are.
Oh, okay. I've seen it now.
Yeah.
Amarius
Let's
Mims.
say it's Mims. Yeah. I am
Interesting.
very okay with this. Get Burrow some help.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. It was either him or Fautanu.
I mean, the pick has been in so long. The Rams should know what's happening now.
Do the Rams take a tackle?
Do they need a tackle? I mean, I guess you never don't need a tackle.
Yeah. I don't think there's ever a time when you can just be like, yeah, we don't need one of them. How did that break on Twitter like 10 minutes before they made the pick?
Like way before they made the pick.
I saw that.
Well, the pick was in like as they were going into commercial.
Oh, good Lord.
All right. Well, what are the Rams doing? Mims didn't start very much, but he also never allowed a career sack.
Yeah, he's fascinating because he is super duper talented and he's a huge human being.
Anytime that Joe Burrow has to get the ball to Jamar Chase is just fine with me.
Yep.
Let's see here. Is the pick in for the Rams yet?
Nope. I got 3.5 minutes on the clock. I have no idea what they do here. I could see the last tackle. I could see corner. I would hate it, but I wouldn't even be surprised if they took Brian Thomas.
I don't think they take Thomas.
I don't think so either, but
Could be dead
we
wrong.
we have
But
seen some wild things.
again, I didn't think Atlanta was going to take Michael Penix. So
Yeah, that was shocking. Shocking, shocking. I can see them going pass rusher too.
Jared Verse is still on the board.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any other like D tackles or anything like that.
A really interesting pick. Sorry, I'm mid yawn. A really interesting pick is going to be the Steelers.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. It would be like
What
them to
in
take
the
a corner.
world are the Steelers doing?
The Rams, they put a football field on the beach. Did you see that?
They put a football field on the beach.
Yep. Couldn't tell you why, but they put a legit SoFi field on the beach.
All right.
I I have no clue why, but the pick is in.
Still says the pick's not in for me. But of course, Twitter has spoiled things again.
Did it? Does Twitter already told you who it is?
Yes,
Oh my gosh, is it spicy?
it's not super spicy, but it's not super surprising either. It's a good pick. It's a solid pick.
All right. I guess I'll find out with the rest of America here in a second.
I mean, you are more than welcome to go to Twitter as well.
Twitter needs to chill out spoiling these picks, man.
But we need to stop going to commercial as the pick is in.
Are you following NFL draft files?
No.
Okay, because that's who keeps breaking all these picks. Jared Verse, very good pick.
Yeah, that's solid.
I mean, that's good for them. Aaron Donald retires. You get a pass rusher at pretty good value. He was kind of a game wrecker last year. Yeah, this whole finding out the pick before he announces a thing, stupid. Because now I got to sit
Well,
there
also,
and watch them talk about the pick that has not been made yet for them.
I'm answering a bunch of texts that I haven't answered yet.
You getting blown up right now?
Oh yeah.
Jared Verse.
Now the Steelers. This is going to be interesting.
I could see the Steelers taking a receiver here.
They could also trade it for Brandon Ayuk.
That that would be something. Do you think the 20th pick would get you Brandon Ayuk?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm trying to remember what AJ Brown went for, and I think it was the 18th pick.
I think he went for pick 15. I think.
Was it?
15 and a third.
Okay.
So I mean, I feel like Ayuk is 20 is about right for him.
20 and a fourth or fifth or something.
Yeah. I told Jake to trade this pick for Ayuk, and he said, "I am very okay with this."
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Because I mean, I think if you're them, I wouldn't be shocked at all if they took a corner because you can get
Also,
the the best corner in the draft here.
also
But at
would
the
not be
same,
surprised if Brian Thomas Jr. is a Steeler right here.
that's the other thing is like, would you rather pick the rookie or trade the pick for a guy who's a stud? Because I don't know, like what you'd have to pay Ayuk, so there's that, but you're not paying your quarterbacks anything.
Y'all are literally paying your quarterbacks like a
A combined like $3 million.
yeah, something stupid. I know they declined Justin Fields' fifth-year option, which would have been 25 million. So they said, "Get that out of here."
They're pretty much only paying T.J. Watt. They're paying T.J. Watt and Minka Fitzpatrick, and that's basically it.
That is the Steeler way. We pay defenders, and that is it. This would drop Brian Thomas Jr. down my board if they
Yeah.
take him here.
What if the Dolphins do the funniest thing here in a second and take Xavier Worthy?
Honestly, brace yourselves.
I, c- I could see it.
Bra- Brace yourselves for the fastest offense ever.
At this point, it's just a meme, but they keep doing it.
Pick is in.
Love to see it.
Who is it? It's Brian Thomas Jr., isn't it?
I will not let myself get this one spoiled.
I feel like it's Brian Thomas Jr. I have not been spoiled yet. I do not know who it is. Come on. The Washington tackle fought now, or I can't know how you say his name. He is still on the board,
Yeah.
so I feel like that's an option for them too.
That'd be really interesting. I could see them doing it. I think I kept seeing Amarius Mims be mocked to the Steelers.
He's off the board though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like they might still go tackle, but just take Fotanu. That might be that might be what I lock in as my guess here. I mean, I could also see them take a receiver here. Their offense has been hot booty cheeks for 3 or 4 years.
I mean, it is what has held them back. Of course, mine is still in commercial because we can't have nice things here.
I just wonder if like the Jaguars decide they want to trade for one of these receivers. Man, you still got Quinyon Mitchell, Terrion Arnold, Chop Robinson. Whew. That guard from Duke has Cowboys written on him.
Okay, here we go.
Is he walking out for you?
No,
Oh, we
but
got.
I just got like the pop-ups of everything.
Oh, like you've already seen what the pick is?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'm going to need them to hurry this process up.
Come on, let's go. I
Taking
already
our
know the
sweet
decision, so
time.
let's move on.
He's doing a speech. It's such a brutal time to do the Walter Payton Band of the Year thing because nobody wants to hear this guy talk unless it's the pick.
Yeah.
The tackle.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Good pick.
Best player.
Yeah.
All right, Miami. Make everybody's day. Do it.
Do the funniest thing.
Do it.
That is a very Steelers pick, isn't it?
It makes sense. Their line has not been good for a while.
I feel like they hit on a tackle last year, and you get Fautanu this year.
Maybe Najee doesn't get hit at the line every time he touches the ball.
Right. All right, the Dolphins pick is in.
It's Xavier
And we're going to commercial. Wonderful.
every time.
Wonderful.
Every time. While we're in commercial, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. We're back. I'm assuming they have not made the pick yet.
Oh, God, no. I feel like they are slowing this thing down the further we get into it.
Yeah, I mean seriously. This does not need to take this long.
The pick was in 5 minutes ago. But they've got a concert on stage, so we gotta make sure that they can do that. The Eagles have been on the clock for 3.5 minutes already, and they haven't announced this pick yet.
Guys. I do want to go to bed at some point tonight.
I would like that. Yep, that would be nice. I could see them going Johnny Newton. I could see them going corner. Would also not be the least bit surprised if they took Xavier Worthy.
I can say I don't think they take Xavier Worthy this time.
I don't think they do, but Mike McDaniel was just seen celebrating, so for whatever that's worth.
I got another fast guy. Let's go.
What if they do, man? How shocked would you be if that's the pick?
I wouldn't be shocked, but I think I'd be a little surprised because I don't think they do.
Like, I wonder if, and obviously this is far too early to say this because no receiver's been picked over him, but I wonder if the NFL, like how the NFL views Brian Thomas in relation to these other guys.
Okay, mine just got spoiled by sleeper, quote unquote, even though the pick's been in for 10 minutes.
Wonderful.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
he's
Interesting.
he's announcing it for me. Chop Robinson. Okay. Yeah.
They do have two pass rushers recovering from serious knee injuries.
Yep. And he's very talented, very raw.
That makes sense. I don't hate that pick.
No, that makes a lot of sense.
Now Eagles.
Eagles are taking a
What
corner.
do what do they do?
They're taking a corner. They're going to take either Terrion Arnold or Quinyon Mitchell.
After paying Devonta Smith and AJ Brown, they're taking Brian Thomas.
Oh my gosh. Woo.
Is Brian Thomas going to fall into the Jags' lap at 23?
I think he might.
I think so.
Yeah, the Jaguars are for sure taking a receiver.
Chap Robinson. Did he get hurt? Because he only had 4 sacks at Penn State.
I don't know. Yeah, he doesn't really have the production, does he? That's weird. I like he's a freak athlete.
All right, Philly. Just make the pick.
We don't need to wait. We know it's a
we don't need to
corner.
wait here.
It is the only crazy thing that they could do here would be Cooper DeJean. That would be the most off the wall I think this could get. But it's going to be somebody in the secondary.
Or trade back with Buffalo. Let Buffalo take Brian Thomas.
Or what if they took Graham Barton? Because then I guarantee you that's who Dallas wants. And they
Just
can
to spite him
just to mess with him and move him to center.
every time.
Send him to Jeff Stoutland Academy. Turn him into an all-pro. I still think it's a corner. Their secondary was so bad last year.
Come on, boys. Let's get us another fantasy relevant pick in here.
It is crazy to me that we're at pick 22 and a corner has not been taken yet.
Dang, the Eagles really are going to milk this thing, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. I wonder if they're trying to trade back. Well, no, the pick's in.
Picks in, so let's go to commercial.
Good Lord.
Pick is in. Let's see what it is, yeah.
I forget the Eagles picked up Kenny Pickett. I forgot about that whole thing.
Yeah, they did get Penny Kenny, didn't they? Biggest team needs quarterback.
Completely forgot about that.
Got it for cheap. All right, I officially know who the pick is.
Oh my lord.
Let me tell you.
Is it a corner?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
I can tell you this player does play offense,
Oh.
and he does play receiver,
Did they pick Brian Thomas?
and he is extremely fast.
They picked Xavier Worthy? Are you kidding me?
No, they didn't. They didn't pick Xavier Worthy.
It's like, what are we doing?
I just wanted to mess with you.
You getting bored. You're like, let's make it frisky.
Yeah, yeah. I just wanted to see your reaction. No, they didn't.
Oh, what if they do?
They don't.
Oh, you've already seen the pick.
Yeah, I told you I saw the pick.
Oh, well, I thought that, Boy Who Cried Wolf. I thought that was part of the
I
thing.
did actually see the pick, but no, it's not.
Okay. All right. Goodell's telling me who it is.
Roger.
Let's go, Roger. Dude, get to the pick, Roger.
Give the people what they want. Jags on
Oh
the
my
clock.
gosh, he's talking about the. He's talking about the foreign players program.
Roger, I just want to see who the pick is, man. Josh, does your wife know you're staying up this late?
Yep.
Assuming she has long since been asleep.
Oh, she probably was asleep about an hour ago. Jordan Mailata is announcing this pick from Australia, by the way.
It's all well and good,
Oh, they took Quinyon Mitchell. There we go.
but I just want to know who it is. Actually, I did already know who it was. I just wanted them to tell me.
That's going to be a great pick.
Yeah. Let me go and get some water because I am quite thirsty. I am coming right back.
I'm going to run to the bathroom too while you're doing
We'll
that.
take a quick commercial break. At least I'm back. Josh is not.
Nope, I'm back.
Ah, there he is. Jag's pick is in. Still in commercial.
They are still talking about Quinyon Mitchell. Jack's pick is in. This is for sure a receiver, right?
Yeah, I feel pretty confident this is going to be Brian Thomas Jr.
I think so too.
I feel like they would have taken him at 17,
Yeah.
but obviously you got the trade back.
I also feel pretty confident that the Cowboys will take Graham Barton. So I think these next two are pretty hemmed up.
Come on, let's announce the pick.
Do you see this right now? Who is this guy sitting next to the Jaguars owner with a neck brace on?
No.
You got Shad Khan with his mustache, and you got a guy sitting next to him wearing a neck brace. It just looks like something from a Judd Apatow movie. Yeah, this will be a receiver. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's BTJ.
That
All
one
right.
that one had his name on it.
How does that affect his capital? How does that affect Christian Kirk?
It does drop Christian Kirk down. I was very high on Christian Kirk. Very high, like disturbingly high on Christian Kirk, but
Yeah.
this will drop him down, I think. Let me go ahead and plug in. What do you think? We'll do this live. What do you think on target share for Brian Thomas?
That's tough. I mean, I think Kirk probably still gets the main work. Then you're looking at um,
Well,
Gabe
let's.
Davis is still a factor there.
Yeah. So here's the thing: you still have
Maybe
Zay Jones.
17%.
You think 17 for Brian Thomas?
Yeah, I mean something like that. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's got to come out of somebody else's production is where it's going to get wonky because I've got. I mean, before putting Brian Thomas in, I had Christian Kirk at 25%. I had Evan Ingram at 21%. I had Gabe Davis at 16% and Zay Jones at 14.5%. So obviously, these numbers are going to come down quite a bit for somebody.
Yeah.
Um, how do we feel about Christian Kirk at like 22, 21, 22%?
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe we do Evan Ingram at like 18. Brian Thomas get to like 17-ish. So if we put Brian Thomas in for a, let's do, I don't know, 14 a catch. Jeez. That puts him at near 1,000 yards. That's probably very, very high.
I mean that. I feel like he could crack 1,000,
Yeah.
but not by much. But I feel like he could get there.
17% may even be a bit much, but go 16 and a half.
Yeah.
He's 900 yards and then, I don't know, 5 touchdowns or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to mess with it a little bit, but either way, it's probably a pretty good spot for him. But it would hurt Christian Kirk and Evan Ingram. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. How much would it actually hurt him? Because they were, well, Evan Ingram was awesome and Calvin Ridley was there.
I guess the problem child for me in my mind is Gabe Davis. He's one of the
Yeah.
problems he caused because I feel like Brian Thomas and Christian Kirk can easily coexist,
Yep.
but I don't know where Gabe Davis factors into that.
I don't know. And then you've got Zay Jones, and I feel like honestly, I feel like he's a better version of Gabe Davis.
I don't know. I feel like Gabe Davis is probably better than Zay at this point.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, I got us down to, I got to my 100% of the targets, and it ended up with Brian Thomas at 16.5%, Evan Ingram at 18%, Christian Kirk at 21%, Gabe Davis at 12%.
Yeah, I did just try to buy Evan Ingram in a dynasty league. Didn't get him. So
He's probably a pretty decent buy candidate at the moment,
yeah, I think I'd buy him.
especially after this, because I think people are going to double count um, the Brian Thomas pick when you did have Calvin Ridley and lost him.
Yeah.
And Evan Ingram had the most catches for tight ends last year. So, granted, Christian Kirk wasn't quite as good. That'll be interesting. Okay, so the Lions traded up,
Oh, this is
and their
interesting.
pick is in. I wonder who they're trading up for. Do you think it's Terrion Arnold?
Who's that cornerback that Green Bay likes?
I keep seeing them take Cooper DeJean, but maybe they like
That's
Arnold
the one.
better and he slipped. And they jumped the Packers, so I think the Packers are probably chalked to take a corner.
Yeah, no, this is Teron Arnold right here.
Yeah, that's where I'd probably go to. They did also get Carlton Davis from the Buccaneers in free agency. Or no, they traded for him, sorry.
Yeah.
Interesting. Their secondary was pretty rough last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, they got a glaring need at cornerback. Dan Campbell in the draft room. They're not as excited as they were when they got Gibbs.
Yeah, not quite.
Dude, they were all in on Gibbs.
They were very excited about that pick, weren't they?
Yeah.
So this will be Arnold. The Packers will take DeJean. I don't have a clue what the Buccaneers will do.
Bucks take a running back.
That that would be funny. I mean, I could
So the
see it.
Packers take the Gene here probably. Tampa, you don't think they take receiver, do you?
I don't think so.
I don't know what the Cardinals do.
Buffalo's probably taking a receiver. We have Barton. There's Jerzon Newton still on there. DeJean. Do you think the Bucks would take a D tackle? They got Vita Vea. Maybe Arizona wants a tackle, a D tackle.
Arizona needs everything, dude.
Yeah.
Currently talking to more people about the we're on Penix again. Yep, Taron Arnold.
Yep.
Let's hurry this along here. Dude, I did tell you this thing wasn't gonna was gonna make it to midnight at least.
I
I
do
don't
not
think you
need to be
believe me.
staying up until midnight. I got to work in the morning.
I will say I don't think anybody's watching outside of Landon and them. So
Oh,
if we
yeah.
do need to cut this short, we can.
Let's see. We got 4 watching.
Huel, Wicks. I don't know who else. Maybe Davis.
Oh, I'd been recording this whole time, and the SD card filled up.
Oh, so it's not going to get all of it anyway.
We have 3 hours and 20 minutes recorded.
Is that got mine on there too?
Yeah, it should.
Because I have a strong feeling that 3 hours worth of video is not going to upload it with my computer and internet speed.
No, probably not.
It probably will, but I'll have to like stay up all night and make sure the computer doesn't stop uploading and go to sleep.
I think I'll try and make a cut up to post as a podcast at some point tomorrow. Certainly, the Michael Penix reaction will be in there.
Yeah.
What else? What else
That
should
has
be
to
in
be.
there?
Michael Penix,
The Bo Nix one, that was pretty wild. Roma
Bo Nix,
Dunze,
Rome,
JJ McCarthy.
maybe Brock Bowers,
Oh yeah, that one was wild.
because you were all in on Michael Mayer.
Yeah.
Pick is in for the Packers.
It's Cooper DeJean, I can tell you right now.
Yeah, let's go ahead and Cooper DeJean and moving on.
I kind of just want to get to the Buffalo pick. If we can get to the Buffalo pick, I can call it a night.
But then what if the Chiefs take A.D. Mitchell?
I mean, they might, but
Spoiler alert, with the 25th overall pick, the Packers take...
have you seen their pick already?
I have.
Is it intriguing?
It is not Cooper DeJean.
Oh. Did they take Jerzon Newton?
No, they do not.
Who'd they take?
Let me just tell you.
Yeah, just go ahead and tell me.
Jordan Morgan.
Is he a
from
tackle?
Arizona. The tackle slash guard.
Huh. Interesting. All the all the Lions fans are leaving now that the pick has been made.
Yeah, they're done.
That's funny.
We got what we wanted. What is this? It's a video of Terry Fontenot explaining himself to Arthur Blank as to why we selected Michael Penix.
Yep. It's a lot to explain.
Arthur Blank did not seem happy.
No. That was that's a move that'll get you fired.
I mean, if it doesn't work out, I guess. I mean, if we win games this year, which we probably will, it'll be fine. And if Penix could pan out, but I feel like Arthur wants to win. Arthur Blank wants to win no matter what, and Penix doesn't help us win now. Arthur Blank wants to see a Super Bowl.
They're just now announcing the Packers pick.
Yeah, this just happened, dude. I'm getting worn out just waiting on these things.
They're taking their sweet time getting these picks in.
Y'all killing me. It's past 11 o'clock.
Yep.
I stay up way later than Josh, and even I'm about to get into bed at this point.
I was awake at 4 o'clock this morning.
I was up at around 7ish.
I'm going to sleep like a baby.
Dude, they've already spoiled the Bucks pick, and they just went on the clock for this thing.
Holy cow.
Like, how far is this thing? How far are they behind on this?
Is the Bucks pick interesting?
I haven't looked yet. You want me to look?
No, don't look.
Yeah, never mind. I looked.
Is it interesting?
It's not crazy exciting. It doesn't blow you away or
Is it that
change things.
is it that DeJean?
It is not.
Is it
That's who the
Johnny
Bills
Newton?
are gonna get, isn't it?
Yeah, they're probably gonna take DeJean.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh man.
What I'm telling myself is this is just the setup for when Ben Johnson is the Bills head coach next year.
Yeah.
Bills are going to stink it up again with Sean McDermott. They're finally going to get tired of him, and then Ben Johnson's going to come over, and Josh Allen's going to win an MVP.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe Arizona takes DeJean. Either way, I think Buffalo and Kansas City will have the opportunity to take receivers.
This is where A.D. Mitchell could go, is Buffalo.
Yeah. Remember how I told you I did not want that to happen because I didn't want to be tempted?
You'll be tempted. You
I'm
are
going to be tempted.
absolutely going to be tempted.
The funny part about the Penix thing, like what you just said in that group chat, is that none of this matters if Penix is good.
Yeah. If Penix is good, this is
Nobody
the best pick
cares.
ever. If Penix is good, you just got your franchise QB at 8.
The I never found the SPO track. I wonder if I can get it to load now. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So his 24 cap hit is 25 million. Oh geez, dude, y'all are screwed. He's got a 25 cap hit of 40 million, a 26 cap hit of 57 million. Y'all cannot get out of this thing. You could eat a 25 million dead cap hit for the 2026 season.
And by that point, we're gonna have to have paid Pitts. We're gonna have to pay London. We're gonna have to pay Bijan, and all of those are gonna come due.
Yep.
And heck, Penix, if he's good, will be need a contract extension if he's even started at that point.
Yeah. And even right now, I mean, you're paying Penix probably no, what is it, 5 years? No, it's 4 years of the player option or the team option, right? So it's
Yep.
probably 4 years, 20 something million.
If we hadn't paid Kirk, I'd be excited about this pick. I really would be.
Yeah.
But
I
having
just don't
paid
know
Kirk,
why.
this just doesn't make sense.
I don't know why they paid. Yeah, I don't know why they went out and got Kirk. Because this was clearly something that they knew they were going to do. Because nobody else was going to take him that high.
Yeah. Like surely they've planned on this a while.
Yeah, like maybe he would have gone soon after them, but they had to know that nobody was going to take Penix before them.
Dude, what are the somebody said what are the Raiders gonna do at quarterback now? I mean, I guess you're
No clue.
rolling with Minshew.
You're probably going to win.
He's not a bad quarterback. He's not a bad quarterback.
No, he's not bad, but it's not exactly amazing.
Can we speed this up at all, guys?
Let's get to the part where the Buffalo Bills pick is spoiled, and then we'll call it a night.
All right, who the Cardinals taking? See, they've already spoiled who the Cardinals are picking, and the Buccaneers pick just came in.
Good lord, is this sleeper?
Yeah, Sleeper's already spoiled who the pick's gonna be.
How are they getting it so fast? Oh, they took the the Buccaneers took Graham Barton. Okay.
I mean, that's good for Baker.
Arizona took Darius Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that?
The Missouri pass rusher, I think. I don't know much about him other than the fact that he went to Missouri.
I don't even know who that guy is.
Maybe it's a good pick. I generally don't know anything about him.
At this point, I'm just waiting for the spoiler for the Buffalo Bills pick.
Yeah, once we know what the Bills are doing. The Daniel Jones trash talking online is great. All the memes with him. Oh man,
Finding some good Daniel
so
Jones memes.
well, and Atlanta Falcons and just everything.
How do you feel now?
Not good.
Doesn't feel nice?
In recent weeks, both Patriots and Vikings have reached out to the Chargers to see if they have any interest in trading Justin Herbert. The answer was very quickly a flat no.
As it should have been.
Not only do the Chargers love Herbert, but they would also have to take on a $63.5 million cap charge for the coming season.
Good
And at this
lord.
time, they have 32 million of cap space available.
How did they get to 32 million available? I guess those trades cleared
They
up a bunch,
cut
but dang.
everyone.
Golly. I didn't think they were going to be able to even get to that much.
Come on, let me get the Bills pick.
I keep refreshing it. Oh, the Bills traded the pick.
Oh, come
Now I got to see who they traded with.
who did they trade it to? Who's on the clock? I can't tell. I can't find out who's on the clock.
I haven't seen it. I have yet to see who they traded the pick for. Did they trade for a receiver?
If I see the Bengals pop up on the clock here,
I think
T.
the Chiefs might have traded up.
They traded 28 to the Chiefs. All right. Who the Chiefs? I'm assuming like a receiver.
It's probably AD Mitchell.
I feel like it'll be easier to be out on AD Mitchell on the Chiefs versus the Bills.
Yeah,
And that feels weird to say because it's Mahomes, but
but they just spread it
like
around more.
yeah, he spreads it around more versus and I'm not saying that Josh Allen doesn't because like once crap, their current offensive coordinator, I'm completely blanking right now.
Who, the Bills?
Yeah.
Joe Brady.
Yeah, once Joe Brady took over, like they legitimately did like Diggs kind of almost disappeared. They moved the ball around to a lot of different guys.
Yeah.
But there's just I feel like it's just such a gaping need for the Bills that if he went there, I'd be in. Versus the Chiefs, it's easier to say no.
What if Kansas City traded up for DeJean and not for a receiver?
That's
Like
true.
what
They
if they
did
wanted the
lose.
with the
Was it
corner?
Snead they lost?
Yeah, they lost Snead. It would be such a Kansas City pick to do all that and trade up for DeJean. Because they're trying to jump the Cowboys. I wonder if they think the Cowboys would take a corner. I have yet to see the spoiler for who this pick is.
I haven't been able to find it yet.
Are we waiting for the Bills pick or are we calling it a night after this one?
Hmm. I think I'm willing to call it after this one. But I mean, obviously, I'll probably be up and see it. But
I'll probably see the ticker, but I'll probably take Archie out and then hop in bed.
oh,
Did you see it?
oh,
Oh, who do we got? Who do we got? Oh,
all right.
how's that make
I
you
feel like
feel?
I will kind of be in on this guy.
It's so funny. We're not in on AD Mitchell, but we are in on Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, that's weird.
Is it because Worthy is more versatile? Because I feel he's more versatile.
I guess I agree. I think he's got a better skill set than A.D. Mitchell.
He was a deep threat, he was a slot, and he was an X when he was at Texas.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I feel like that's great for the Chiefs offense.
That is a good pick for them, I
Gives them
think.
a it gives them a younger version of Hollywood Brown, a faster version of Hollywood Brown, and Hollywood's really fast. Hollywood's only on a 1 year deal, and it doesn't really kill Rasheed Rice or any guys like that
Right.
because he just plays a different role.
And it should open up the middle of the field for Travis Kelsey,
Yeah,
theoretically. Between
absolutely.
him and Hollywood, they have added a significant amount of speed to the offense.
Yeah, the Chiefs are gonna be really good.
That's awesome. Love that.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Do you want to
Bill,
call it an evening with that one?
do you want to call it an evening, Josh?
I'm about tapped out.
Say yeah. We'll call it an evening.
I think I'm good calling it an evening. I don't think anything too wild is going to happen.
No, the wildest thing I see happening is what a lot of people think will happen is A.D. Mitchell to the Bills.
Yeah, that feels about right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hit stop. I'll record like an intro and outro tomorrow.
Yeah. Do I need to leave this up uploading or what's the dealio with that?
I would if you can.
Yeah, I can leave it up. I seriously doubt it gets all of it.